Vegetate! Is this not why you were here? Lucky bastard. Are you being sarcastic or something, my son?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What are you, retarded? We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time. Is this not why you were here?
You right, everyone? WeaponCollector here. Let's see who's on. Who are the bed shitters? Tom, Cheryl, Fool, and Evil. Nice. Welcome to the Bed Shitters Club.
You're joining so early. Shit the bed.
Nice to see you on. How you doing, Fool? You right? Metallic will be on in an hour. She's doing something. So, Tom and Cheryl said, good evening, Mike. Watched any Scream sequels? Shut it. Shut it. No. Never. That's it. I've had it now. I've had it forever. That pissed me off so much that I've now got a weird aversion to Scream. No, Scary Movie, which I actually like. But no, I'll come back from that. Scary Movie's good. Dave, how you doing, mate? Persia, how you doing? Look at this, Persia. I've gone from having 1 to 4, although I can't show you the 4th one. That's not the good one. I'll show you them in order. You shout at I Persia. Oh, I'm having a drink tomorrow if you fancy having a evening chat. Yes. Yeah, I'll get these out and show you them in a bit. Yeah. I'm not too bad. I've been in a weird, last 3 or 4 days, I've been in a really bad mood. Yeah, just fucking pissed off all the time. It's eased off a bit today. Jack Cox, how are you? You right? That almost sounds like one of those fake names. Can you say my name? Can you say Jack Cox? No offense if that's a real name. I don't mean like that. Hello, mate. How you doing? I used to know a girl called Amy Cox, and she hung around with a girl called Lucy Dix. And I never realised that they was Dix and Cox until someone pointed it out to me, because I never even thought about it. Evil said, you're later than usual. You fall asleep or something. No. I'll tell you what, Evil, this is technically early for me. I'm always bloody late. No, I just, 9:30's normal time. I normally don't go until about 1:45. Nah, I'm just messing around trying to get ready. Diana, how are you? Persia, how are you? Curry, fucking hell, Kardashian, how are you doing? Do you know what? That is not actually a FAMAS. Don't be disheartened that you got it wrong, though, because I don't know anyone who's ever got that gun right without cheating. Very rare gun, that is. And it's called a Norinco Type 86S bullpup rifle. Yeah, I'll get the daggers out just to show you. What is my favourite gun, Diana? I don't know. Desert Eagle. Colt Python. Dr. Piggy. No, none of my stuff is for sale, and all of these are things like replicas, BB guns, air guns, stuff like that. Dave should laugh me off if there was a lad in the year above me called Drew Peacock. Yes. His parents must have hated him. Also, I had a teacher called Mrs. Cox in school, and another teacher called Mrs. Alcock. Yes. Black Rook, how you doing? No, Blake Rook. Hello. I was in the army in the UK many years ago. I was trained with the SA-80, which is Chamberlain 556. Nice. Did I call you Persia, Pete? Sorry. Hello, Persia. No, joking. Hello, Pete. Is your underwear up? Yes. Depends on how much you want to pay. There's a thing called coffee, right? Donate a certain amount of coffee. Yeah, you can have a pair of pants. What do you want? Worn, unworn, soiled, anything you like. You know, I'm not averse to fucking selling my underwear. Money's money, isn't it? Black Metal, how you doing, mate? He said, how you doing today? And how's the family? I'm not bad, and they're all good. Hello, Lee. Evil said I had a maths teacher called Mr. Luckcock. Fucking hell. Sweaty underwear. Fine, done. I'll even give you the ones I'm wearing right now. Go and donate, and if you donate enough, they're yours. Put in the word !! support. The link will come onto the screen. Hello, Rich. Persia, I have sorted out the idea for the cards. For the legal carry knife cards and rulers. In a bit, I'll put them on the screen, and you lot tell me if you're satisfied with that, if you think it would be enough. All right? Black Metal said, good, mate. I'm good, thank you. Just currently watching Streets of Fire. Don't know that one. ! Support. Someone put it on for me. Matey wants to get some pants. Diana said, what is your favourite sword? I've got a lot of favourite swords. Maybe that one there, or maybe that one there. Like, I've made my own. Full, I'll show you. If you want to see it, let me know in a minute. When it calms down, I'll get one out. Full said he wants at least £1,000 for his used undies. We'll see how much they donate, and I'll decide. Bootneck, how you doing? He said, how do you go about firing pins removed? There's a thing called the Proof House, I think, that has to do it. You can pay a company. There's various sites online. Basically, it's about 115 quid per gun, and they'll deactivate it for you and then give you the certificate. If you want more information, send me an email. If you write the word ! Email in the chat, my email will come up in the chat for you. Thank you, Richard. When this calms down a bit, I'll show you these cards that I've designed. It'll be a double-sided plastic card. Each side will have, one side will have the laws for legal carry knife by the police. The other side will have the YouGov website one. Yeah, Bootneck, I had to look into it myself because one of mine needs, if I want to sell it, it needs to be deactivated to current spec. Yeah, 115 quid a gun. But see, like that one there, I bought that for about 200 quid. It had cost me 115 to get it deactivated to current spec. It is deactivated and it's legal, but I can't sell it. 115 quid. So I'd have about 315 quid in it. That would probably be worth about 600 to 800 quid at that point. No, that is not a FAMAS Bootneck. It's quite a rare gun. It looks like a FAMAS though from that angle. No, that is a Chinese type 86S bullpup rifle. Thank you for the link, shares, Rich. Saint, how you doing, mate? He said, just got some spam email with this channel YouTube name on a card. Oh, those guns real. Glad you liked your stuff. Glad you liked your stuff, by the way. Spam mail or spam email? No, spam mail. Not email, yes. Spam mail. Was spam mail. All it was merchandise. Totally undeserved as well. Fucking behaviour of him. Still asking for fucking mod ship, you know. Get further down that ladder each time. Nah, you doing, mate, you're right. Right, so I don't know if everyone's watching. Are the people who are interested in legal carry card with the laws on and a ruler to go with it on? If you're not on, there's no point. I need Persia to be on at least. I've sent him to sleep already. Don't forget to like the stream. So I said thank you for the stuff, Mike. In all honesty, I really appreciate it, mate. And I'm bound to send you some more cash as you've given us too much for the price. But no, that's all right, mate. I just thought I'd give you a nice little couple of freebies. You know what I mean? I don't mind giving people stuff if it's, you know, if I'm sending stuff anyway, it's slightly different because, you know, nah, it's all good, mate. Don't worry about it. But you can if you want. I ain't gonna say no. But no, if I'm sending stuff to people and If I'm sending stuff anyway, I can chuck a few extra things in. Then which I'd like to do. Pete said, "I'd love one. Credit card side is no brainer." Exactly, mate. Yes, you will have to have the ruler separately, but the rulers are quite small. I'll show you in a minute. Black Metal said, "I currently got a German Luger. What is deactivated? That was my granddad. Oh, that was deactivated. Nice." Evil said, "Got some nice new crockery the other day. It's spotty. Nice. Nice." Rita said, "About finished with my flight bow. Should have a few feet per second tests done next week." That sounds great, Rich. That's a beast of a bow you've made. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. Row, and row. How are you? That is a lot of guns, isn't it? So it said, "That red Kydex thing you sent looks amazing. A keychain thing, better than my old brown one. That's got the new logo on, isn't it? Yeah, the new logo. Nice colour as well, isn't it? Are you prepping for the apocalypse or something? Something. No. I know when people look at this kind of stuff, they think you must be prepping for something. No, I'm no different from someone who collects stamps or dolls or cars. It's just my collection. I don't want to hurt no one. I'm not prepping for anything. It's just what I like. You know what I mean? It's just what I like. It's no different from collecting stamps. It's just it's frowned upon. I'd say collecting guns is more like collecting dildos. People are shocked when they see it. But you're not hurting anyone. Not necessarily. Lee said, "Should be getting a new Sobeck on Monday." Nice one, mate. Nice. Yeah, Merlin. I've got the Sobecks back in for 65 quid, which is a fucking bargain. I never got mine from Merlin, you know. I got mine from a prepper shop, I think, 110 quid. I didn't get it. I didn't get the deal that I'm offering everyone else. Right, I'll show them again later. Peter, you still on? Do you want to at least see these cards? So, what I've had the idea for, they will be on a plastic credit card. So it won't even be paper, it'll be plastic credit card that will last forever, hopefully. The dildos won't hurt you. We have lube, yes. So I said, "Fuck it. Make a dildo baseball bat from Saints Row." Even said, "I've also got some of my sister's because she collects Stitch from Lilo and Stitch things." Oh, nice, nice. Right, here you go. This is what I've come up with. Tell me if you think it's good enough. I'll have to show you one side on another. So this will be one side. This is what you'll actually see on the card, right? Hang on. So what we've got on there, let me get rid of that bit at the top of the comments just for a second. Hang on. So you've got Police UK possessing the weapons, and it says knives, and the highlighted bit that you'd need the police to read is highlighted in red, and at the bottom is even the link to the website that says it. So that's the Police UK one, and that says, unless it says, you know, it's illegal to sell a knife or carry one without a good reason, and then unless, and then it says the details about folding blade 3 inches long, blah blah blah. You know the laws, right? That's one side. So the other side will be the YouGov side, because they are slightly different. Again, this is actually from what you're seeing there is actually from the YouGov website. That's actually from the YouGov website. That's an actual screenshot from it. Basic laws on knives and weapons. I kept the it's illegal bit because you need that for context for the other bit. You know what I mean? So it's got the two exceptions underneath, and then again there's a link to the actual website where that's taken from. Yeah. Well, Lee, technically you can have a non-folding knife without you can't take it in a police station or school, but technically you could have it in town. You can. There's nothing saying you can't, but you're probably not worth bothering anyway. You know what I mean? But anyway, the point is, is that good enough on a card, double-sided card, and a ruler? That's what I'm asking here. But they are screenshots from the actual website, slightly adjusted so they fit on a card. That's the YouGov side, because the YouGov side is slightly different, because the YouGov side says 3-inch blade, the other one says cutting edge, or whichever one it is. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What do you think? Would that be good enough on a card? Would you be satisfied with that? Thank you, Black Metal. Lee said minus 75 from Springfields. Dave said, "Oh, Merlin have some left by the end of the month." They reckon they've got shitloads, but I don't know. Evil said, "Oh yeah, my sister doesn't need an operation on her leg, but she does need physio. Hopefully there's no lasting." Oh, that's good. What happened then, Evil? I'm not sure I know what happened, but I'm glad she's okay. That's good. Thanks to our Mike. Sell the straps with inch markings on the side so they can be used as a ruler. They might be good. Well, that could work. I have got rulers though. I've got some. I found some perfect ones that are small and don't get in the way. Because the thing is, the only reason I wouldn't put the Percy, the only reason I wouldn't put the markings on the leather, they may not accept that as a proper ruler, if you know what I mean. Lee said looks good, thank you, mate. Saint said the chat thing on the screen isn't on. Oh yeah, hang on, mate. Yeah, sorry. I took it off so that people could see what's going on. Just catching up a bit. Definitely interested in one. Just Jamie, how you doing, mate? Best home defense is a good old garden fork instead of stashed in the long grass. So that's what you'd get. You've got your strap there, and that is your ruler there. So it's reasonably small, but it is a proper ruler. I've scratched this one up slightly, but that's got a 3-inch ruler on that, and it's thin and small. Because I've looked into buying rulers, and they're all fucking massive. That's literally the smallest, thinnest ruler I could find. That's natural ruler. So the markings aren't, but you know, you can't see them. It's better than the naked eye, but I think for the price of those, it's not costing a lot to do, and it's a proper ruler. Because I don't know, I think if you had a piece of leather with the markings on, the police might say, "Well, is that a real inch?" You know what I mean? Whereas that looks a bit more legitimate. Well, I suppose you could get a bit of tape, but the thing is, though, Pete, it's getting ones that have 3-inch. Like who's going to want to pay for a ruler that says 6, 7, 8 on it? Because I'd have to cut it into pieces, and you'd then have a ruler that may be 3 inches, but it's going to say 24, 25, 26. That's okay, but I don't know how many people would pay for that. You know what I mean? That would work. It needs to be 3 times longer than that to measure mine. But yeah, the fabric ones could work. It's Peugeot on now. Black Metal said, "Hi Peugeot, how you doing today?" Evil, was it Fool or Evil? In the late 90s, on my way home from college in East London, the police stopped me and found an electric test screwdriver in my pocket. They made me throw it down the drain of the arrested. Fuck's sake. I've meant, isn't it? Yeah. Jamie said it looks like 6 inches to me, Mike. So I said, I wonder if you can buy any keychain pens too. Have a ruler and a pen on you at all times. Yeah, you can get keychain pens. You can get a pen that's about that long that also has a tungsten steel tip glass breaker on it. How much is it going to cost, Mike? Because I'm skint until next month. I don't know yet. Depends how much the cards cost, because I'm going to buy these. They're going to be actual plastic cards, like an actual credit card, not a what do you call it? Cardboard card. It's going to be an actual plastic card, so obviously going to cost more. But I found a really good fucking deal, and I need to look into how much they cost. I don't think they're a lot either. I don't know, the whole set of £5 maybe. That's all right, isn't it? I think. I'll look into it. But he said if you did use fabric, you should be able to get non-numbered. I'll look into that. Pete, because that is a good option. Yes, all it was trying to find something that was 3 inches long, so 3-inch measurement and small. a fabric measuring tape would be perfect if it didn't have the numbers on it. And again, you can get these little rulers, but the problem is these rulers are like you can get 4-inch rulers, but that then involves cutting it down to 3 inches or having a 4-inch ruler. They're also an inch thick, twice as fat as that. They're twice as thick, twice as wide, but that much longer. It's a lot more bulk on your keys. But that is quite small. You can't really, you know, that's very small, really. But yeah, I don't know. I'll look into that, Pete. If you remind me, I'll look into fabric ones. Ava said she's a dog walker trainer, specialised in German Shepherds. One of the dogs ran into her leg head first at full speed and bent it wrong. Oh, fuck's sake. What a nightmare. Well, I'm glad she's all right. Glad she's all right. Thanks. I've just got a tattoo roller marking on my finger, yes. Lee said you could get fabric tape and make the leather sheath for it. But doubles up as a strop. Yes, but how would you get a fabric tape in it, though? That'd be a nightmare. Eva said also the London story was full. I've never been to London. I thought it was him, but because he didn't say evil, yeah. Do you two have to keep swapping? Do you have to keep swapping the phone, or are you on a computer? Keep nicking the keyboard off each other. What do you think, though? Would you think fiver for that's all right? But yeah, I just think a proper ruler that's 3 inches, I think would just be more acceptable. Yeah, keyboard and yes, we do keep pulling it off each other. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got some booze for tomorrow. I should be drinking tomorrow. For those who don't know, try and guess what I've got, but don't be spoiling it. Lee said would be great. What about postage? Well, I'll look into how much it costs to buy all the bits. I'm pretty sure these weren't that expensive. I think you could get like 20 at a time because they're actually sort of for sewing curtains or some shit. So you can get like they've got like a springy bit in the middle. It's hard to explain, but you can get them reasonably cheap. I think I can get the cards for not a lot as well. I need to get some, see what they look like. If they're shit, then I'm fucked. But yeah. So maybe a fiver may be it all in, and then I'll just send them on a second-class stamp because you can fit that in a small envelope, or it might be £5 with £1 postage. Are you having a drink on Saturday? I certainly am. Black metal. Dave said, being over 50, I don't get sopped anymore. Can carry what I like. To be honest, I don't get stopped either. The only times I've ever had my pockets, it weren't even my pocket, it was my bag. The only time I've ever had my bag looked in was going on the London Eye. And maybe one other place, I can't remember. Again, that was in London, and that was because there's genuine threats going on there of people trying to fucking hurt a lot of people, you know what I mean? But walking down the street, even walking about the street at night, no. The older you get, how you dress as well, how you look. Some people can't help how they look, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Jägermeister, no, but I did want to get some. Sorry, I was coming back to the alcohol guesses. Dave, no, read that. Saint said, looked on eBay for veg tan leather. 12 by 12 for 13 quid-ish. Grade B. That's what I use, grade B. Now, grade B's all right. You might have a couple of little scratches on it and shit. You know, maybe something like that. But it don't really affect the finish, really. Unless you want grade A fucking quality thing that you're selling or something. Now, grade B's okay. And that's not a bad price, to be honest, Saint. Yeah, 13 quid for 12 by 12. That's okay. But the thing is, unless you're doing the amount of leather work I do, it's not economical to get a massive piece. There's no point getting a fucking you know, humongous bit. I get through a massive bit, but yeah, not rum. They said, looks great. Looking forward to seeing them. Thank you, mate. Pete said they also check bags and stuff if you go in London Museum. That's the other place it was, Pete. It was one of the London museums. Because I remember in my head it happening. Thing is, though, each of those places looked at the stuff I had, put it back in the bag. That's the thing. You have to carry things that are a perfectly legal, genuine item. Then they can look at it, take it, hold it in their hand, put it back in your bag. He said, last time I had my bag checked was at the cinema when I went to see Avatar with the other half. Nice. I have this weird feeling. I've been checked in the cinema as well, but I think it was a museum. Because I wouldn't have gone to a cinema in London. So I just want to mess about with some small leather sewing. Seems therapeutic. And I'm like, yeah, I quite enjoy a bit of leather work. Drill your holes in it first. Don't make your life so much fucking easier. Right. One of the things I've got, because people don't... Bright metal still guessing. You'll get there in the end. I have got a little bit of vodka, just as a backup, and I didn't have enough. One of the things I've got... I thought I'd drink something that I don't drink very often. A bit of tequila. Peach knows. Can you guess the other thing I've got to drink though? Evil said, got some ATV wheels to put on Fool's mobility scooter. Now we have to wait to get the wheel hubs and put one. That sounds mental. Not in a bad way. When I say mental, that means like great. Yeah, sounds amazing. Not fucking Malibu, no. Do I use a stitching pony? No, Lee. No, I just purely use... I sometimes use my vice with some cloth like doubled up over it, which is essentially, you know, it's my own little stitching pony. But a lot of time I just do it by hand. Just hold it and... Because I don't... You only really need a stitching pony if you're... Well, it's helpful for a lot of things, but stitching pony is better if you're doing saddle stitch, which I don't bother doing. Yeah. I've got some other kind of booze. Guess what the other booze is? Because I am doing what exactly they say you shouldn't do.
Bloody fool! You should never mix your drinks.
I say always mix your drinks. On Saturday, I'm probably going to drink at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of alcohol, hopefully, if I'm lucky. Not Jack Daniels, although I was tempted to get something like that. Not Jack Daniels. It came in a box. Lee said I saddle stitch on most things and sinew for sheep. Nice. Not any kind of whiskey. I'll give you a clue. It's a lower percentage. It's not a spirit. It's not like a 40% spirit anyway. I don't think it is a spirit. Time to make a fucked up cocktail. Well, I could do. I certainly could do. It's a type of wine, Evil. It's a type of wine. Comes in a box. Doesn't always come in a box, but mine came in a box. I suppose I could always sell those cards and rulers, and then if people aren't happy with the ruler, they could always get their own. You know what I mean? But you've got the ruler with it, it's there, done. Because I would have printed the ruler on the card. I don't know if a card is 3 inches long, though. And also, trying to accurately get that measurement on there wouldn't be easy. I would have to do so much refining of the image, get them printed, and you can only get them printed in like 200 at a time. This is the thing. I'm never going to fucking sell 200 of those things, ever. But it's the option, get 200. It's cheaper to get 200. If it get, you know, see what happens. Saint said, you had any videos for the NFI series? I'm hopefully going to the car boot. What's NFIF? I don't know what that is, Saint. Oh, no, not 45. Sorry, I do know what that is. Not any videos yet. Sorry, I do know what that is. Ignore me. It's because I saw the word car boot and I was trying to guess before I read it what it meant. I haven't had any videos yet, but there's 7 people joining in. Not sangria, although I may have to get some of that. Hello, mother. Didn't get a notification. That's a shame. Do you need meads this time of year? Yes. Not pain. What's that? Pinot? I can't pronounce that. Is that Pinot? Port? No. I'll give you a clue. Occasionally, I like to go a bit strange with my alcohol. Both of those bottles are already open, by the way, because I couldn't resist. Sake, yes. Nice little bottle of sake. Pino. Okay, thank you, Evil. Yes, sake, Tom and Joe. You win a prize. Your prize is that you're the best. So I said, I'll join in. No idea how to make guards, so getting MIG welded, lol. Should be fun. Yeah, weld it on. Or try watching some of my fucking videos. Fucking saint. Did you know this bloke comes on here, watches his live stream, but doesn't actually watch my videos? And I sent him all these freebies recently. I want them back, Saint. Peach sent a load of emojis, but they've all come up as just writing for me. Yeah, bit of sake. I've already had a little swig. I had a little swig already. I just wanted to try it. It's rude, isn't it, Fool? Evil. It's bloody rude, isn't it? Come on my live streams, not watch my actual videos. Wants to be a bloody moderator? He wouldn't even know who the regulars are. Lee, hang on, where am I? Lee said I had some in Japan years ago. I lost a day of memory. What a toss spot. Exactly, Peach. Tell him. Hello, how you doing, Mark? Yeah, Japanese wine, yes. Mark, how you doing? He said, hi, Mike. Thanks, my key fob and sticker arrived. I forgot you bought those, yes. Plus, my Mankind Sober from Merlin actually arrived. It's great. Trying to put the crossbow string on. What a faff. Done my head in. I've got a video on that. But yes, I'm glad you like your items, Mark. I forgot you bought those. Yeah, you lot tell Saint what kind of fucking what kind of person he is. Comes on here, fuck it, doesn't even watch my videos. If he'd have watched any of my videos, he'd know multiple times how to do guards. But no. And it comes on here complaining that he doesn't know how to do them. He said, fuck off. I got like 60 hearts from comments. Then my medals for being here. Oh, no, actually, he does comment occasionally, yeah. Occasionally he does. Thank you, Evil. You tell him, yeah, it's not good enough, is it? It's not good enough. This one goes out to Saint, but it's the opposite. Hang on, no, we'll play this one first. This one goes out to Saint, and I genuinely mean it.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras. I'm being absolutely straight with you. A fucking joke?
This one is the opposite to Saint. There, he's gonna take more.
I have to take this abuse much longer.
He said, I will not take this abuse much longer. All aside, I'm too thick to make guards. You get a piece of metal, you drill some holes in it, and then you make those holes into one big slit. Done. Nah, it's up to you. Nah, fucking weld it on. That'll do. That'll weld it on. Weld it on. Now, I'm glad you're joining in the Not Forced in Fire. Yeah. Because I was a bit gutted when I put that out that it hardly got any views. It got like... The only reason it's got the amount of views it's got now is because I made it my main channel video, so that every time someone went on my channel, they was like forced to watch it. It's a good way to get views on a video that's not getting any, but they're not really proper views. And it's sad because a lot of the videos I go to a lot of effort for, like that, fucking YouTube just fucks me over. It really fucking does my head in sometimes. That's probably why I've been in such a bad mood for a fucking week. However, it's not done bad. There's 7 people joining. Should make a really good video. Yeah. Thank you, Lee. Said I watched it. Great content. Have you all watched? Hang on, I need to upload something there. I'm going to upload a video quickly. Hang on. I forgot about something. Have I done it? At least I did. Have you seen my spoof advert for the knife that I found called the Cool Kid knife? If you haven't, here it is. This is a real knife that you can really buy, and this is a real advert.
Hey kid, are you being bullied? Get yourself the Cool Kid knife. You'll soon be the coolest kid in school. For 50 quid, you can be the coolest kid in town. The HX Outdoors Cool Kid knife. You're giving you too much homework? Show them your Cool Kid knife. They'll soon change their mind. Get your Cool Kid knife now. Only 50 quid from HX Outdoors, the Cool Kid knife. The coolest knife a kid could ever have. The Cool Kid knife by HX Outdoors.
Get yourself a Cool Kid knife, available from HX Outdoors. Link is in the description. There actually is a link to HX Outdoors if you do want to buy that knife. They've also got one called the Night Stalker, so I might do one as a serial killer, and they've got one called the Ironside Hatchet, so I might do one as a cop in a wheelchair. Fucking hell. Mark, he said YouTube censors get worse. They certainly do. Yeah, it pisses me off. Hello, Spacey. I put a lot of effort into some of my videos, and then none of it, you know. Evil said the nerve of some people. Am I right, guys? You are right, Evil. You are. Spacey, I'll be having a drink tomorrow if you want a late night chat tomorrow. Thanks. I think Bowie knows was a bit of a challenge. Lol. Can't wait for a dagger. A dagger's worse. A dagger is harder, Saint, because you've got to do four. You've got to grind 4 edges. A Bowie knife, you've only got to do 2 and a clip point. A bushcraft knife would have been easier, though. Lee said, "I'll say thanks for the hard work you put into your channel." Thank you, Lee. That does genuinely mean a lot to me, because it is quite gutting when you put loads and loads and loads of effort into videos and then YouTube don't send them. Because it's not that people don't want to watch the videos. That shitty YouTube algorithm decides not to send it to people. Not enough excitement. They've said, "I'd like to join in, but I'm not got necessary tools." I like what you've done with those weed whacker things. Yeah, good, isn't they? I'll tell you what you could do. I might have fucked up with the 6-inch or over blade. Yeah. If I'd have done it any size blade, what you could have got is a kitchen knife and then rub the back of the blade on the ground until you put a bit of a clip point on it. Done. You still do that for kitchen knife. Iron mallet knife, yes. But yeah, there's the fucking Ironside Hatchet and the Night Stalker knife. Yeah, I was quite proud of that advert. Very proud of that advert. Fucking hell. Yeah, so we'll have a drink tomorrow. I've got some tequila, some sake. That's my main booze. I've got a little bit of vodka just in case that's not enough, because that may not be enough. And I've got a couple of cans left over from the other time I drank that are so weak that I may need to top them up with vodka. But yeah. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. So let's show you some imitation. They're not even imitation. I don't know what you call them. Fairbairn Sykes looking knives. So there's this one. This is probably the cheapest one I ever bought. It was about a tenner. And it's just as a display thing. It's got a sheath that sort of looks like a Fairbairn Sykes one. However, this end is just a piece of plastic and it's really cheap leather. This is the actual blade. Slightly wider than your average Fairbairn. But, you know, the handle's not far off. So that one was a tenner. It is very cheap, though. And I reckon that's got a tiny little stick tang on there that's welded on. So there's that one. That was a tenner. I've tidied up the one that Virgio sent me. I've cleaned up the sheath. Re-dyed it. I've tidied up the handle and tidied up the blade. The only issue with this is it's some kind of like metal that's been chromed and the chrome is coming off. So I'm going to try not to hold the handle for too long because the chrome starts coming off in tiny little pieces and gets stuck in your skin. Fucking horrible. But I think I've done quite a nice job on this blade because this blade was quite scratched up. It's got quite an actual nice little crisp blade on that. There's the handle, but as I say, where you see those darker bits, that's where the chrome's coming off. I've had to paint over the end because I think part of it snapped off. Yeah, that was a gift from Peugeot. I do like this though, but that blade, I'm really happy with that blade. I don't normally do blades to that kind of finish. That's nearly got a mirror finish on that, because I normally can't be arsed. That does look nice though, doesn't it? I can't show you the proper Fairbairn sights that I've got because it's in a case. I'll catch up with everyone's comments in a minute. Don't go mad with your comments. And then the one I bought recently, which was about... So that Peugeot bought that one that I just showed you for about... Peugeot bought this one for about 20 quid from a car boot sale 20 years ago, I think. So this is the one I bought recently. This one's probably more accurate to the actual size of a Fairbairn, I think. As it may be slightly thinner, not as wide. There's the handle. Handle seems to be quite accurate. That one's about, that's an Combat UK one. Decent bit of weight in that. I do prefer the shiny blades though, personally. All right. Let me catch up with some of these comments. Crystal Clear said, where and how do you get broadheads from and how easy are they to change them? Broadheads, you can get them off of eBay, Amazon and AliExpress, places like that. To fit them on certain bolts is not easy though. Crystal Clear said, thank you for the link to Merlin Archery. Waited over 3 months for a Sobek off Prepper Shop and they let me down. Same thing happened to me, mate. Yeah. Yeah, don't bother with them there. So it said, will it be all right for me to edit the video, Mike? If you want to edit, you can. But I'll edit it for you if it's easy. What you need to do is just put all the bits together. Pete said you need a hacksaw, a file, a drill, hammer, and glue. Is all you really need to make it. Yeah, if you want to make it hard on yourself. So if you want to put all the clips together, Saint, do that, but you don't have to. Yeah, no music. I'll do any music. What I'll probably do is talk over it anyway, because I'm going to do like a critique of what you're doing, if I can. Evil said, looks like an Athane. Is that how you pronounce that? Lee said, I have a few from AliExpress before the ban. Cheap, nasty. Not too bad to practice on. Tracy said, have you seen the Collector of Firepower's new gun video? Worth a look. Also, in the video, seriously enough, I haven't seen that. I think I might have had a recommendation for it, though. So I said, I'm tempted to buy the Combat Fairbairn, shine it up. It's the steel decent quality. I have no idea, mate. In all honesty, I bought it not really caring. I'm never going to use it. So I don't know. I may have a shitty stick tanks welded on as well. Yeah. May, thank you for Evil. Sorry. Yeah, I've never heard that said out loud. So some words I've never heard them actually said out loud. It's hard to work out how did people pronounce. Steve, how you doing? He said, evening, buddy. Tonight is Gentleman Jack, no ice. Tonight we are in the garage with my Sobek and red dot and night vision coat. Nice. Well, I'm on black coffee tonight with some Fairbairn sights and a live stream. But tomorrow I should be drinking tequila and also sake and also possibly some vodka. But tonight I'm staying sober. Mama said, I know who the Collector is, but I prefer WeaponCollector. Thank you for the support, Mother. He knows. Pete said, just got some red velvet fabric to use as a background for my Bowie pictures. I can show you the design I'm doing if anyone wants to see my design for the Not Forged in Fire. Also, what I'm going to do in a couple of days, I put them on the Discord. I'm going to put some tips on, not Forged in Fire knife making tips. Because I've got some tips for guards and I've got some tips for something else. It's a dagger used in rituals. I think I know what you mean, Evil. I was looking up pictures of Chris daggers recently. So it said leather penetration test. So I'm guessing would show if the tip is decent quality or not. Don't know if you do that as a video. I'll think about it. Thing is, I don't want to fuck the knife up. That's the display piece. I'm not fucking it up for you. Get your fucking hand and try it. I'll think about it. Space. Oh no, basically, I have seen those CO2 guns. Yeah, CO2 knives. Yeah, you stab it in and you press it in and it blows it up, doesn't it? And they normally do a melon test. Yes. Lee said we'll be out with the missus as it's my birthday tomorrow. Not sure it'll make it to the live stream, but I'll try it. So Lee, just in case you don't make it to the live stream tomorrow, give me a second. I've got quite a few videos to look through here. Where the fuck are we? I'm on the wrong thing. Give me a second. Give me a second. Lee, if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll do this for you now.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations, it's your birthday. It's time for lots of fun. So roll this card up nice and tight and stick it up your bum.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, mate, if I don't get to see you tomorrow. Saint said, and this is exactly how I read his last thing in my head anyway. You know, he didn't even need to put this comment on. I'd already thought this exactly. He said, I want you to fuck up so I don't have to. Well, I know you do. Fuck you. Fallen Hills said, no evil said, hope you enjoy the night, dude. Yeah, hope you have a nice night out, Lee. Yeah. Kraken said Merlin have a 25-acre wood for archery. I did not know that. Do you want me to see? Do you want to see my design for the not forged in fire knife making? I'm not going to go massive because I'm going to make mine out of a slate ripper. The slate rippers are a little bit thicker than weed slashers, so they require a bit more grinding. And if you're doing a 12-inch fucking blade, that's a lot of grinding. And I think they're slightly harder. So I've undecided on the guard yet, but my not forged in fire knife is going to be that. It's going to have a coffin-shaped handle, that's a 9-inch blade with 8-inch cutting edge. I'm undecided on the guards. For the people on the vertical streams, there it is there. You're on the wrong stream if on your vertical. Get on the horizontal. Pro tip. They're fucking difficult to drill. Everything already fucking pre-hardened is though. So you want to get some drill bits that will drill it. May said, love it. Thanks, bro. Yeah. Happy birthday, mate. If I don't see you tomorrow, happy birthday. Cookie, how you doing, mate? You alright? Hectic as fuck tonight. Yeah, lawnmower blades work. I've never done one with a lawnmower blade. I'm pretty sure Peach has made something like a lawnmower blade, didn't he? This is the widescreen. Put it this way. If you can see what my hands are doing right now, you're on the Cool Kids stream. Talking of Cool Kids, for those who haven't already seen it, you can get the Cool Kid knife. Let's have a little treat just for the vertical people, shall we?
Hey kid, are you being bullied? Get yourself the Cool Kid knife. You'll soon be the coolest kid in the school. For 50 quid, you can be the coolest kid in town. The HX Outdoors Cool Kid knife. We're giving you too much homework?
Fuck's happening? Fuck it. That's alright. If you haven't already seen it, you know. Love that spoon. I'll fuck that up. Saint said, are you going to put an edge on the clip point? And didn't the original Bowies have that? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good. I accidentally fucking clicked off of it. Thank you, Pete. I'm glad you liked it. It's good for I couldn't resist that. What was I saying? I might sharpen the back of it. I'm not sure. Mother said, Mike, did you try the new Resident Evil? People like it. No, I haven't yet. I can't afford it. I have, however, tonight bought the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake and played about an hour of that, and I'm enjoying that. But, you know, that's a game I've played like fucking 20 times in the past. And it's the same game. It's just, they've just changed the controls and redone the graphics. Persia, did you get to see everything I've been showing? I hope you fucking have. Right? Fucking sharing it again. I hope you haven't been asleep. I've shown some Fairborn Sight daggers. I've shown the cards. You're going to require a rewatch. Pete said, I watched the Resident Evil playthrough, though. No need to buy. Yeah, Pete, I do that, though. I've watched a couple of games all the way through before I bought them, but still bought them. What was it? I can't remember what it was. But yeah, there was a couple of games I did that. Sat on Twitch and watched someone play the whole fucking game, but I still bought it. Can't remember what they were now, though. So it said, Defo didn't screenshot your drawing for cop inspiration. Shut up. I'm copying, yes. Yeah. Well, I thought I won't go mad with the size because the size can be fucking humongous. I decided not to do that guard. Got steel, brass, because brass won't bend as much as steel will. If you try and bend brass, eventually it'll snap, whereas steel most of the time doesn't. Vol said he even showed his method for counting his beard hair. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. He's missed out loads. Persia, if you haven't been on. Bloody sod. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a drink tomorrow. I've been in a weird mood all week. So it said duster guards are illegal. Well, not really. Well, a duster guard is. A D guard technically isn't. It depends what you make the D guard out of. But D guards are okay because otherwise you wouldn't be able to have things like this. I think he has Ethan. He's missed the fucking lot. D guards are legal, otherwise you wouldn't be allowed things like that. However, you need to make it so it doesn't look like it's made for punching. Because that's not for punching, that's to protect your hand. But D guards are okay. The only reason I took the D guard off of this one is I was a bit paranoid. I'm thinking now I could have left it on. But I was just paranoid. I had a paranoid spell. But no, an actual duster guard used for hitting someone, illegal. A guard to protect your hand, though. It's the same like this one up here. I kept this one because it's obvious. That's a D guard, you know, but that's legal because that's a guard. That's not made for punching someone. Look at the retention of that. Look, doesn't even fall out. Quite happy with that actually. It came out quite nice. If people are really, really into these fucking not forged in fire fucking things, we can start making swords eventually. Now we'll never know how long your fingernails are, exactly. So yeah, D guards are okay. You just have to sort of make it obvious it's a guard. And always call it a guard. It is a guard anyway. They're not, you know. But yeah. But if you add like even one ring though, because all of the definition of a knuckle duster is any hard material that encloses one or more fingers. That's doing more fingers. That's doing all four fingers. So yeah, and it's made to hurt people. That sword technically isn't mine now. That one I just showed. Everyone said I want it. It's nice, isn't it? That was one of the best ones I ever made. I really like that. Well, I like all of them, but that was one of the ones I wanted. I wanted some kind of little D guard short sword, like a little fighting short sword sort of thing. That is technically Free Albers who comes on, but he couldn't receive it yet, so I'm keeping it for him. And one day, when the opportunity arises, it will be his. He won it in the giveaway. Yeah, but for now, it's still mine. Well, it's his technically. Yeah. Anybody seen any good films? Persia, I could show you. Oh, I don't know. It's a lot of bother. Persia, you might have to rewatch the video later. I'll fight you for it. We don't need to fight over these things. If you ask nice enough, Evil, I'll probably give you it, but it's not mine to give. Saint said WC fencing sword. Well, yeah, maybe. That's very thin though. I don't know what a fencing sword would consist of, but in my mind, fencing swords are very thin, aren't they? As in, they're thin, but they're wide. Yeah. And he says, watched War Machine yesterday. So this week I've watched. Did I tell you I've watched Keeper? But I said, well, do never made a coffee and woke up. I would show you it all, Persia, but it was quite a lot of hard work. But I've shown the card sides. So what is War Machine then? Jar said, fencing sword is an epee. Yes. Fencing sword is a rapier, isn't it? I don't know. I think they're different types. The epee is the heaviest and stiffest of the three modern fencing weapons, characterized by a triangular blade and a large bowl-shaped guard. Yeah, they're not really blades. First heard accent, shall rewatch. Do you want me to show you now? I don't mind. And I'll know whether you want whether you're satisfied or not. So for now, I think we're going to stick with these rulers because they're cheap, easy to get, and they are just 3 inches. They're not 4 inches. They're not too big. They're not too wide. They're reasonably thin. They do the job, and they've got a proper 3-inch measurement on them. Because you can get rulers, but they're 4 inch. They're 1 inch wide. They're longer, heavier. They'll do. It's got a proper measurement on it. But if you want to catch up with the comments, I'll show you it. Mum said, Mike, I think to start making ballistic gel heads like Zombie Go Boom used to make. They made them from synthetic material so they didn't melt with heat or go bad. Yeah, because that's the problem. Ballistic gel starts to rot as well. Sharpened metal rulers? Well, maybe, but then you'd need some kind of case for it. Even I didn't know there was more than one used. It's dropped on. I hope he's well. I haven't seen him on yet. He'd been on the Discord, so I know he's all right though. Right, Persia. This is one side. This side is the YouGov. This is actually a screenshot from the YouGov website, right? It's got the basic laws on knives and weapons. It says the bit that's illegal because it needs that for the context of the bit underneath it. The bit in red is the bit that you'd need to show the police, highlighted. That one says cutting edge no longer than 3 inches, right? And then at the bottom, there's the actual link to the actual website that you can point them to. Right? That's one side. That's the YouGov side. And then we've got this would be the other side, which is the police website, because the police website says something slightly different. Again, possession of weapons, and it's got knives, it's illegal too. Says the things it's illegal, and then it says it's illegal to carry a knife in public without a good reason, and then highlighted is unless it's a folding blade, 3 inches or less, blah, blah, blah. And then at the bottom of that is the link to the actual, that's a screenshot from the actual That's a screenshot of the actual Police UK website as well. Just their own information. Do you reckon that's good enough? I think so. I think that'd do, wouldn't you? Both sides got both bits of information that you need, because YouGov and police are slightly different. Yeah, I think that'd do, wouldn't it? And it'll be a plastic card as well. I found actual plastic credit cards. Evil said, I just thought they were different names for the same source. Here's how much I'm not sure, really. I don't really know. Yeah. Persia, that's excellent. Would you be happy with that then? I just wanted to check everyone. But that's enough information, isn't it? That's a screenshot from the actual website with exactly what it needs to say. You've got both sides. So, if they say, well, it's not that, it's this, you can say, okay, well, there then. So you've covered both angles. They're screenshots from the actual legitimate fucking websites as well. That's the actual screenshot from the YouGov website. So if they looked it up from the link at the bottom of the card, it would come up with pretty much that. I've just sort of squashed it up a bit. Lee said it's about an alien machine that comes to Earth and the American Rangers battle them. Okay. It's like War of the Worlds meets G.I. Joe. So I said, yeah, it looks very professional. Nice. That's good then, yeah. So that's what I'll do, Persia. I'll do those rulers purely because they're small as fuck. Look how big that is. That's not really going to be much on a... It's not a particularly good ruler, but it's a 3-inch ruler and it's small. Because, as I said, you can get... If people aren't happy with the ruler, they could get themselves a bigger 4-inch ruler with a hole in it. It's going to be longer, fatter, wider, and heavier. Or Peach was saying maybe parts of fabric rulers, which I could potentially do. I'll look into that. That could be added later, and then people could buy those separately if they wanted to, for a couple, quid each or something. Anyway. Yeah. So I think that'd do it, wouldn't it? It was said UK law covers all bladed articles unless specified. There's fencing swords do differ somewhat. They use different types. So I said I might need one for my Firearm Act, Section 15, concerning what isn't a firearm in the UK, and it's one dual muzzle. But if it's straight and has the numbers, it's a good ruler. Yes. Yeah, well, I think that'll do it. It has got, it says on it, fucking hell, it's because it's so shiny you can't hardly fucking see it in certain lights. And I've scratched mine a bit. The ones that you'd actually buy wouldn't be as scratched as this, because this was like the mock-up one. But it says inches on it, and it's got 1 to 3 inches. Yeah. But that's literally the smallest ruler I could find, because we looked, didn't we, Persia? And it's also the cheapest, because the other thing is you can get other rulers, but a 4-inch ruler, which is the smallest proper ruler you can get, made of metal with a hole in it, so you don't have. So I wouldn't have to do nothing, neither would you. They're about 2 or 3 quid each, or something stupid like that. They start to come down to like 20p each when you buy them in, like fucking 10 for 2 quid or whatever. You know what I mean? However much that would be. Persia, for what you get, it's mental. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, Persia, I wouldn't charge a lot either, because it's cheap enough that I wouldn't have to. Even a fucking £5 and quid postage. Because the cards, I can't remember how much they are, but they're going to be actual proper plastic cards, plastic credit cards, not paper. I can only buy the one problem is I can only buy 200 of the fuckers. I doubt I'd ever sell 200 of them, but you don't know. Might get really popular. 200 of them for about a tenner, I think. So what's that? 20p each? 2p each? 20p? I don't fucking know. Anyway, I can't be asked. I could work it out if I bothered. I just can't be asked. I literally don't care enough to try and work it out. But yeah, I think that would do, wouldn't it? And at a later date, if I find a better or cheaper ruler, I'll start doing them with cheaper, better rulers, and then people can buy them if they wanted to replace it. Mother said, Mike. Well, exactly, Purge. Yeah, sell for them and profit. Exactly, that's it. Mike, about what I asked on Discord, maybe the viewers can help with recommendations about YouTubers who I can send the cold steel RPGs to. Okay. Who do you think, do you mean now? Who do you lot think Mother should send some of those cold steel RPG throwing knives to, throwing spikes to? Have you got any channels that you'd like to see demoing them? But yeah, Pergio, yeah, you wouldn't have to sell many, would you? Here's the cleaned up dagger, by the way, because you've missed that as well. So I've actually re-dyed the sheath and cleaned that up. The only thing what I have done, though, I've accidentally dyed the thread, so it's not red anymore. But, you know, that's all right. I've cleaned it up. I don't normally do blades this well. The only problem is the chrome is starting to come off the handle, and it's coming off in tiny little bits and getting stuck in my skin, and it irritates my hands to fuck. So I'm not going to hold this for too long. I might have to like varnish the handle or something. But yeah, look at that blade. I don't normally do blades to that sort of shininess. That's nearly mirror finish. But it was just, I don't know, I just did. It was quite nice to do. It took a good finish really easily, which I suspect might mean the metal might be a little bit soft. Yeah, the blade's quite lovely, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's a nice little blade. I do like it. Yeah, I'm going to have to seal the handle somehow to stop the chrome coming off. Because if you see like there, to the naked eye, that's not as dark as that dark bit. But yeah, the chrome's coming off the handle, so yeah, it's stuck in my fucking skin. Well, it did when I was doing it. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Persia. It's lovely little knife, that. I do like that one. And the blade has come up lovely. I've never seen that. Look, done it. Looks really nice, doesn't it? Foal said, send the spikes to Jacob Rees-Mogg YouTube channel. Would love to see him doing it. In that case. Oh, fucking hell. This is. I didn't expect you to get many answers, to be honest, Mother. There's a spikes. Jacob Rees-Mogg would enjoy some fire and forget missiles. Oh, gosh. Yeah, come up lovely, didn't it? The blade on that is absolutely lovely. Yeah, I don't normally do blades that well. I just can't be bothered. But that was just, it was just shining up lovely. Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. I should be drinking tomorrow night. Oh, God, did you see that? Did you see what I bought, Pazio? He's still awake. By the way, anyone watching this, you haven't time traveled, you haven't skipped back the live stream either. It is still live. I'm just repeating it all for Persia because, you know, here's the king's hand. So, you know, so I got some tequila, and I also bought myself some sake because I thought I'd get something different. Mother did say that. Could you buy? Would you buy Cold Steel Freddy Krueger glove? Do they make a Cold Steel Freddy Krueger glove? I did not know that. Those are the Maldi races overturns on a little hat is not lost on me. Yeah, Paz, Peach was saying that he showed this to someone who was quite shocked. Okay. It's like a little screenshot of me with my little hat on. Daniel said, can't believe the UK banned the Klingon batleth. Yeah, well, technically it would be, yeah. That would be a zombie knife now. Do Cole still do a Freddy Krueger glove? If they do, yeah, I'd buy one if I had the money. Dave said, that's ridiculous. No criminals pay out for a batleth. I know. Ah, do you fill the little hat with salt, do you? Is that what it is? Nice. What, the actual inside bit or that bit? The rim? I won't be doing any salt and fucking lemon, I doubt, lying. I'm gonna have a TNT. Eva said we only really watch this channel, so we don't have any other so we don't know any other lesser YouTubers. Exactly. Who wants to know lesser YouTubers? Scum. Fuck those guys, yes. Flared base there too, yes. Yeah, that's 500 ml, that, so it's not quite a big bottle. She's like confusing the fuck out of me. That's quite nice though, even if my face doesn't show it. Yeah, got nice undertones of smokiness. Filthy lower beings, exactly, Eva. Filthy lower beings. That's exactly what I'd call them. Yes. That one went. Oh, it does. It smells quite nice. I might get a bit of a taste for tequila. Clear as well, you know. Fucking will be gone by the time that one went over the top of me there, Peach. Nice bit of sake. That's twice I've tried them now. Hang on, I need to cleanse my palate. Hang on, because I couldn't even smell that stuff after the tequila. This stuff's like 16%. Actually, if you drink this after tequila, it tastes like fucking water. Tastes like fucking water. I need to stop. That's amazing. The difference, if you drink something like that after a strong one, that tastes like nothing. Quite nice though. Do you know what? I don't know if you know anything about sake. I find it quite an interesting drink because when you get the proper sakes like that, it tells you on the back the temperatures to drink it. Because some sakes are meant to be drunk warm. Some are meant to be only drunk cold. Blah, 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 blah. That one can be done hot or cold. Yeah. Smelling it like a fine wine and swirl it around. Eva said it's okay. We're better than them people. We have more fun. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. They don't get to experience this.
That's the funnest place to be.
Exactly. All this.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
But someone substitute your booze. Well, now I tried some of the sake yesterday. It definitely is booze. So yes, you shouldn't drink alone. You need help to drink it, all of that. Temperature does affect taste. That's why most soft drinks are best served chilled. Yeah, but I always find it interesting that sake actually has the temperature you're supposed to drink it on it. because most drinks don't really. Well, they might say it's best served chilled, but you know what I mean. So it said, have you got any WC tasting glasses for the posh viewers? I have. Hang on. Well, you'll see one tomorrow. But yeah. There you go. Get yourself a WC skull glass. £100 each. Mark said I never tried tequila, but everything else. You ought to try it, Mark. It's not a bad drink. It's got a smoky taste to it, and quite a unique taste. I don't know how you describe the taste of tequila, but it does have a proper unique taste. But it is smoky. Ra, how you doing? You all right? What you been up to? Are you going to the gym tomorrow? I've been missing a lot of your gym videos, your lives. Yeah, how you doing, mate? You all right? Prefer most of my drinks at room temperature. Oh, well, it depends, Persia, but I get you. I do get you there. You've caught me testing my booze. Frozen Andes, how you doing, mate? He said, hope you're all good, buddy. Watched whilst trying to fix a Nintendo Switch controller. Fiddly wee little bastards. Yes. Dave said, I always thought tequila tasted a little gone off. Never stopped me drinking it, though. Yeah, I don't know how you'd describe tequila, but yeah, it's very unique. Evil said, I'd definitely buy WeaponCollector wine glasses. I'll have to look into that. I have, however, got these stickers, which I'm going to get these in my actual logo. So I'm going to get some of these. These will stick on glasses really, really well. I have put one of those stickers. So it'll be my actual logo next time round. Some of those stickers I've put on a glass, and it's been through a dishwasher multiple times on 70 degrees. Yes. So they should hold. Ra said, yeah, good, thanks, you. Yeah, we'll go to the gym tomorrow. Nice. What are you planning on doing? A leg day, full body, that kind of stuff. Tastes like dirt. I wouldn't say it. I like the smell. It tastes like dirt. I never said that. Oh, God. I'll have to look into wine glasses. Yeah, you're getting on, Ra, anyway. How's the channel going? Zyrel said, I don't drink. Never mix firearms with alcohol. True. My favourite way to drink tequila is a Long Island iced tea. Yeah, yes. As I say, tequila's got quite a nice, unique taste. Who's this gym guy everyone wants to visit? So I said, can't wait for my family members to ask what my shit sticker is about. Yes, it's Sean. But I am going to get some proper WeaponCollector ones soon. I'm also going to get printed some shit IDs on these plastic cards as well. I'm going to redo my business cards. I need to stop drinking that because it's making me want to drink more. Let's get some more coffee in me, shall we? Rah, if you're still watching, I've done an advert for a new knife that's come out. You might want it. Hang on, if you haven't seen it, right? There's a brand new knife on the scene that everyone should get, especially if you're a cool kid.
Hey kid, are you being bullied? Get yourself the cool kid knife. You'll soon be the coolest kid in school. For 50 quid, you can be the coolest kid in town. The HX Outdoors cool kid knife. You're giving you too much homework? Show them your cool kid knife. They'll soon change their mind. Get your cool kid knife now. Only 50 quid from HX Outdoors. The cool kid knife. The coolest knife a kid could ever have. The cool kid knife by HX Outdoors.
That's a real product. Link is in the description. Pete said, I haven't drank in months. That is genuinely a real product, by the way. I couldn't believe that someone called a knife the Cool Kid knife. Pete said, I haven't drank in months. Maybe I'll make one new week when I feel better and when the sun comes out. For well, yes. Australian coffee is still a British point. Right, it's a good advert, though, and it's a good advert. Don't know. He seems to be really popular, though, therefore I hate Jim. So I said there's a really big car boot sale in my area. When I go, maybe sell stuff. I'll let you know if there's any interest in. Hang on. I'll let you interest. Fucking hell. If you'd be interested to sell me some cars to give away, I've seen loads of weapon sellers. Yes, we'll do it. But I said you could always make. You can always print the stickers and use blank cards or plastic business cards are less likely to be thrown away and misplaced. Yes. Is it worth putting a 3-dot laser sight on the new Mankind Sobek and maybe which makes it smart? It is worth putting one on it. Whether they're worth putting on, that's up to you. I don't know what the best make is though, sorry. Russell, you did shots on live. No, well, not tonight. No, I've been trying my booze tonight. I'm drinking tomorrow because if I drink tonight, I'll be too hungover to live stream tomorrow. So I'll be having a drink tomorrow if you want to join in. About 9:30 till late. Actually, right, if you're up for it, I know you probably go to the gym early though. If you're up late and you want to join in a private chat with us, you're always welcome. You'll always be welcome on that. Mother said the coolest knife for a kid is the cold steel Mama Jammer. Fuck's sake. The daftest product I've ever seen is the Lego Glock. Madness. Per said the sun. It's snowing here. Last night. Christ. You'd think I'd be doing shots. I can't read anything now. No, that's tomorrow's booze. That is tomorrow's booze. I've caught up now. No one's saying anything. Yeah, that's all right, Persia. What I'll do, I'm gonna get actual plastic cards done. You know that they're the right size, and it's all right. Even if I have 200 fuckers, I'll give them away eventually. You know what I mean? Those Glock field knives look nice. Danny, how you doing, mate? He said, "How's it going? Thanks for the stuff." Thank you for I don't know. Glad you like it. Fucking hell. Glad you liked them. I'm going to have a really bad headache in a minute because the booze is going to get out of my system. I'm drinking tomorrow. Hey, you're always welcome, Ra. It'd be nice to have you on one night. You could come on live if you wanted to and have a chat, but I mean like a private one. It snowed briefly here too, Persia. Fucking awful. When did it snow then? This evening? Because it might have snowed out there and I haven't noticed. I haven't been out since like midday today, I don't think. And most of my afternoon is spent sitting staring at a bloody PC screen. Pete said nothing but gale force winds and rain last night. Yeah, I don't think I've only been out like to get the post in because we've got a post box. They said getting a Smith & Wesson knife delivered tomorrow. Won it on UK Urban Preppers. Oh, did you win that? Yeah, nice. Buzzing. Not won that before. Not seen the Glock ones. Oh, congratulations, mate. Congratulations. That's excellent news. Yeah, I saw that the giveaway was going on. Yeah. I'd entered myself unless you just have to be a sub. I don't know. That's great. That's great. I always think I've never really won anything, but when I look back, I won a fair few competitions on giveaways on YouTube, and I think they're rigged. Paul said last night it started. No, Evil said last night it started as rain and wind was bad. Hello, Jesse. Said hi, mate. Looking for a man at the minute. Is there a chance I can have you? Put in the word exclamation mark email. Send me an email. I'm young, free, and single. Why not? Single, as far as I said. Persia's in there Friday morning at like 1 o'clock, looking like a buzzard. Blizzard. Fucking, why can't I read now? Fucking hell. Looking like a blizzard. It wouldn't even make sense to say buzzard. Ra said, when you go camping again, I'm not sure. The only time I definitely know I'm going is possibly in July when we're going on a trip to Exeter and maybe Cornwall, me and Metallic. Yeah, I might go camping in between if I can find, if maybe me and Metallic do a local. Oh, there, Metallic's just joined in the background. You won't know this, but she sits in the background while I'm on StreamYard. Hello, my queen, by the way. Dave said, thanks. Flo said, yeah, you won silver block from Country Lover. That was fixed, 100%. Fool said, I nearly got blown. Fucking hell. Evil said, I nearly got blown off my bike earlier today, Christ. Sorry, I can't seem to read it in a minute. Saint said, I'd love to see your not forced in fire challenge have extra point gratuity for no power tools used. So it gives the guys with no shops an edge over pros with all the fancy kit, if you know. I could do that. I'm also going to give people points on how safe they are. Jesse said, you single? Oh my God, can I get your number? Persia, what's the number of the texting number? Put that on the screen. Pete, how you doing, mate? Pete, you're joining in the Not Forced Fire, aren't you? Damien said, go wild camping, Mike. Campsites are terrible. Yeah, but it's having somewhere where you could do wild camping and be legitimately, all right. Yeah. But yeah, no, I get you. Mark said, what's the cheapest way to set up a backstop for the Mankind Sober? Get a box and fill it up with newspapers and bits of carpet. And sheets and cushions, stuff like that. But I'd love a bit of wild camping. I shall begin my year's camping at the beginning of next month. Nice. With that said, hey, I'm all caught up. How good is that parody advert? Thank you. Yeah, good fun, isn't it? Good fun. Completely mental. I think the alcohol. I've been testing the tequila and the sake, and I think it made me slightly drunk. Pete said, I'm going to have a go. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what people come up with. Do you want to see my one? I'm not going to go massive. It's going to have a 9-inch blade, coffin-shaped handle, and I'm undecided on the guard yet. I'm going to use a. Fucking hell, I can't remember what they're called. Slate ripper. There you go. Phone number's on the screen if anyone wants to text me. You can only text me, though. It does not receive phone calls. But if you'd like to text me right now, I'll turn it on. Although, Persia, send me a text. I think the fucking inbox is full. I haven't had any for ages, and I'd be surprised if you hadn't been sending me random texts. Anyone wants to text me, there's the number there. Do not try and ring it. Well, you try and ring it if you want. It will not ring there. Saint said, how you haven't got any sponsors from these crossbow companies kind of confused me, because they're tight asses. They don't want to fucking pay me. They'd rather just get the free advertisement. I shouldn't give it them. Gunbob said, looks like a traditional coffin-shaped Bowie. Yes. You've been drinking it. Lawnmower blades are an easy option for knives, Mike. Yes. I know. You bloody tell me how to make a fucking knife. I'm sorry. Jamie, I thought that was Alex saying. Sorry. I'm kidding, mate. Dave said to Mark, have you tried Temu for Target bags? Pete said, give the man some money. Exactly. Hand it over. Persia, I haven't been fully committed to joining in yet, but I do have an old store I could use. Nice. Yeah, Persia, could you send me a text to the number, and I'll see if I get a text or not, because I haven't had any for ages. I suspect it's full, but if you do it, I'll know that you've done it. Yeah, Persia, let me know if you want to. Do you want to join in then, Persia? Shall I send you the email with all the details anyway? 28 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Text that number. That is genuine number. But he said, I think the inbox is full. I need to go on there and delete some of the messages. Always catching strays. It's your own bloody fault, Saint. Alright. I'll see if I can delete some because I've not had one come through. Because, you know. It's on. Oh, here we are. Hang on. Right. Hang on. Log in to read your texts. Okay. Delete. I'm going to delete the lot. Hang on. Would you fucking select them all? Hang on. I'm just trying to delete some. Because it's full up at the minute. First, yeah, send me the email I want, but I think my grinder is up. All right, yeah, I'll send you the email just so you've got it. Pretty much all the information's in the thing anyway. Pete said, I marked a design out on an old machete, but it's a bit thin. Got a metal grinder wheel. I'll try and cut a design out. Don't matter how thin they are. Some of my favourite machetes I've ever made, Bowie knives I've ever made was made from machetes, you know, Pete. Yeah, no, they make lovely ones. They do make a lovely one. The very first one I ever did was from a... God, this is fucking taking a long time. Very first machete bow I ever made was from a machete. Oh, thank you, Dave. You're a good bloke. I really do appreciate that. This one goes out to Dave because he's a fucking good bloke. Hang on. Dave, there's people like you that make this true.
That's the funnest place to be.
Thank you, Dave. I really do appreciate that. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I need to get out of Dave. Most machetes like 2 mil. Yeah, but some of the weed slashers, aren't they? Yeah, it's perfect. It's a perfectly acceptable thickness. Saint said the stream where you got shocked by the lighter still up. I want to rewatch it. Go to my channel, scroll right down to the bottom of all the videos, and just find the clips. Do you want to cheer yourself up for all the abuse I've been giving you? That's all you got to do. The clips are at like the bottom of the page. I rewatch it when I feel sad. Knobheads. I suspect that's why Saint wants to watch it. I've abused him a bit too much tonight. Right, where are we? Yeah, my texts are coming through again now. I must remember to delete all of what I have in the inbox every now and then. Right. Watching my internet abuser get hurt gives me satisfaction. Jamie said, what's your poison like? Smoke, alcohol, prescription. Alcohol, 100% alcohol. Always has been, always will be, I reckon. Till I find something better. No. Alcohol. Evil said he's not getting any used undies at that price. So certainly not. No, certainly not. I could maybe pull a piece of thread off that might be on like the crotch area. That's about it. Right. Persia, I know you've just done it. Could you send me one more text so I can see if I actually get these texts now? Because I should get them now. Internet abuser. Dave said, got plenty of my own. Laugh me ass off. Oh, hang on. So, who's this from? What is better, a raven or a writing desk? Is there an answer to this? What is better, a raven or a writing desk? I have no idea. You're going to have to tell me the answer. And then I've also got a message saying, maybe tomorrow. I'll just keep moving on. Yes. I have no idea who these are from, though. That's the problem. So, if you would like to join in abusing me via texts, I can find the number. I'll put it back on the screen for a little bit. Oh, Christ. I wish I'd never done it now. Now someone's just sent me a message saying no. What is better, a raven or a writing desk? Someone's just sent no. There you go. I'd rather you send me what do you call it? Donations though, to make me read shit out. Done. Where are we? Persia, Metallic said Persia 100% the Alice quote gives him away. Yes, it does. Saint said everyone's numbers are getting added and sent to the Jehovah's Witness telemarketing. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Persia, yes, Metallic, I knew you would get that, yes. Thank you for the link supports. That's a good way to have that number though, because it's a number that you can't actually call, so it's fine. I don't, it's like a message forwarding service, so I won't have dickheads like ringing me up, and I only get the text when this is on, or when I turn it on. Yeah. Would you like to be able to text me? There's the number. Don't expect me to ever text you back or call you or anything like that. Never going to happen. Anyway, where were we? What's everyone been up to? Friday the 13th, by the way, today. And the time right now is 23:13 on the 13th of the 3rd. Vol said the new ATV wheels were originally 46 quid. That's a lot. Someone messed up on the Amazon because they were marked way down briefly to $7.99 each. Gone after I got mine. Nice. That's excellent. That is excellent. Person, for 25 years I've been living next door to Alice. Oh, gosh. All right, that's coffee done. So yeah, Persia, I'll get those cards made soon. I might even, I am a bit skint now, so what I might do, because I am a bit skint actually, I might do a pre-order to get people, if people just pay their £5 first. But I'll let you know first. I'll let you know first. Yeah. Saint said, you got any updates on the shit hit the fan bike setup? Been a long time since we talked about it. No updates on it. I don't know. It's a bit fucked. I think the chain slips a bit. If you, as soon as you try pedaling like standing up, fucking chain slips. How you doing, Nick? You right, mate? I've done the cards for the legal carry card thing and ruler. I've designed the cards. Do you know what I'm on about? Bird said, if you want to sound Irish, say 333. And you sound like you're saying 333. Fuck's sake. Yeah. There you go. I'm now Irish. I'll be having a drink tomorrow, just so you all know. Also, I'm glad we no longer have to live next door to Ali. Hello, Mr. B1000. How you doing, mate? You all right? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. 23 people watching. Nick, I think I remember you mentioning them. Yes, it'll be a little ruler. That's the ruler. Very small little 3-inch ruler. Shouldn't really, interfere with your keys. You carry that. And then you'd have a double-sided card that says this on it. So I'll show you one side. I won't leave it on for too long because I've shown it 3 times now. One side of the card would say that. And that's the YouGov knife laws. And then the other side of the card says the police website. And so these are actually screenshots from the actual proper websites. And then the bit that's highlighted is the bit that you'd need to show the police. Yeah, I reckon I'll do it. And I'll print those off on an actual proper... I'm going to get plastic cards made. So they're actually plastic credit card cards. £5 a piece for the card and the ruler. Maybe £1 posted, £6 for the ruler and the card. May never need it, but, Saint said, and if you want to sound like a Yorkshire man, say Tintin. Ain't in the tin. Ain't in the tin. Yeah, Tintin, yeah. Tint tin. Yeah, tint tin. Tint tin. Tint tin. Anyway, stop making me doing presents to people without meaning to. Right. Yeah, so I'll get them done soon, I think. No more texts coming in. All these people who pretend to want my phone number and want fucking underwear, and they always cop out every time. The glove freak always copped out. The zip freak always copped out. Now the underwear one and the woman asking for a boyfriend. I don't think they can handle it when I say yes. I'll do exactly what they want. She could have got some nude pictures off of me, and I would have sent them immediately. But no, she's fucked off already. Oh, Jessie, where are you? I thought in the I said no, Saint. That would be a tin. Tint tin. Yes, tin. Take that from a tea folk. Pete said, Mike, can you make me one that says I carry a 12-inch bayonet for fashion purposes or for your religion? Shakira, how you doing? I did get your email. Your message on Instagram. I'll talk to you about that tomorrow. I can't tell you an exact price. We'll leave it anyway because I don't know if it's a surprise or not. It may not be a surprise now. Sorry. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Someone has sent me a message saying no information on there, is there? I can't hold it still. It says send nudes. Oh, hang on, there's another message on there, wasn't there? If you want nudes, you got to leave your phone number. Steve, how you doing, mate? You all right? How you doing, mate? My plans for tomorrow, Shakira, are to drink that. And then probably drink that, which is a little bottle of sake, 16%. And then I got a little bit of vodka if I need it, if that's not enough. Don't expect to hear from me Sunday. Nice to see you on, Steve. Saint said, I'm going to head off, Mike. I'll be on tomorrow if you're streaming. Have a good day. Of course I'll be on tomorrow. Good riddance, Saint. That's all right, I mean, goodbye. No, see you later, Saint. Good night, mate. Take care. Fall said, I'm on from Yorkshire, so I know how we speak. Anyway, Shakira, I'll talk to you tomorrow in the day with whatever, you know what I mean? Need underwear. You need underwear, do you, Steve? What you done? What you done? You had a bad hangover on Sunday then? Yes. Yes. I might be recovered by Monday, but still, you know. Metallic knows. She knows that even if I say, oh, I might be on late, I reckon I'll be all right. She tells me, no, you won't. That's a woman who knows me too well, yeah. In fact, this is what she would say to me. I'd say, I'm a little bit hungover, maybe I'll be on. And then she would say, fuck, I can't even find it now.
I know what kind of man you are.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen it, there's a brand new knife out, probably the greatest knife that you could ever buy. So if you want to buy it, here's the advert for the greatest knife that ever exists. And this is a real advert for a real product.
Hey kid, are you being bullied? Get yourself the Cool Kid knife. You'll soon be the coolest kid in school. For 50 quid, you can be the coolest kid in town. The HX Outdoors Cool Kid knife. You're giving you too much homework? Show them your Cool Kid knife. They'll soon change their mind. Get your Cool Kid knife now. Only 50 quid from HX Outdoors. The Cool Kid knife. The coolest knife a kid could ever have. The Cool Kid knife by HX Outdoors.
That's a real product. Link in the description. Go to 8X Outdoors. It's like laughing my ass off. The sound effects are great. You can hear people screaming. You can hear kids shouting at each other. Someone saying, shut up. Yeah, there's the police. I even do a little bit of a dance. Thought I'd put some like hip hop music on just for the kids. Josh, how you doing, mate? You right? He said, hey, oh, it's Josh, by the way. How you doing? He said, I'm starting the Bowie very soon. Oh, Josh, as in Josh. Josh, yeah, I know you, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I've recently started a YouTube channel as well. Not done many vids. You look great in school uniform. Josh, can you send me the link to your channel? Because I can't click it now. Or can someone get the link to Josh Black Country link and put it in the Discord for me so I can sub him? Or comment on one of my videos. Comment on one of my videos, Josh, with this account so I can follow you. Skir said, I'm dying. That was the best ad I've ever watched. Thank you, Skir. It's comments like that make it worth doing. It's fucking good, isn't it? That's a real advert for a real product. Yes, the Cool Kid knife. Who the fuck would come out of... Well, only the Chinese would come out with a knife called the Cool Kid knife. But they also have the Night Stalker. So I might do a similar advert where I'm a fucking serial killer creeping into people's bedrooms. That'd be excellent, yes. Look out for the Night Stalker advert. And then there's also the Ironside Hatchet, so I might dress up as a wheelchair policeman. And not that a wheelchair policeman's a thing. Or should I say a wheelchair... What's the word? Wheelchair bound? A wheelchair using policeman, Ironside. There's a if you don't know, there used to be a program called Ironside where he was a policeman in a wheelchair. Was he a policeman or was he a lawyer? Anyway, I could do a piss take of that. Got another fucking phone call. Not phone call, text. I am in the world's biggest crew and it just keeps getting bigger and all because Jesus Christ is my something, something, something. I wish I knew who was sending me these fucking things. That one was fucking Slingshot Warrior, wasn't it? I don't know what that song is. I don't know what that song is. So I couldn't sing it. Fuck knows. Fuck knows. Justin, I commented on the ad video. Nice one. Nice. Nice. Pete, did you know what that was that you sent that? Did you send that, you little fucker? It's nice to know I can get the text coming through again, though. One of the best things I ever found out was that you can receive text on that and actually get them to your phone. Professor X, yes, Professor X. Like, is it wheelchair bound? That's not the word, is it? I don't know. Trying not to be too offensive here. But anyway, yeah, Ironside Hatchet. So I've got a wheelchair I could use. Folks, I'm in a wheelchair. I'm a wheelchair user, and I give you pass to royally take the piss. Thank you, Fall. I appreciate that. Yes. Because I wouldn't be directly taking the piss out of people in wheelchairs. Never. You know what I mean? But it's just, it's more that Ironside is in a wheelchair. So to make a piss take of the word Ironside, I'd have to be in a wheelchair. Was Ironside a policeman or was he a... Was Ironside a policeman or a lawyer? Chief Robert T. Ironside was played by Raymond Burr. He was a police officer and a consultant. He was the chief of detectives for the San Francisco Police Department, who became a special department consultant after being paralyzed from the waist down by a sniper's bullet. So I'm going to become Ironside, and Ironside's going to be getting a hatchet to kill the fucking criminals with. They're not me. I'm not going to try and make you say the N-word on the stream. Shut up. Oh, God. I do appreciate the pass, though, Fault. Dave said, I'm a Raspberry Ripple. But just use a stick. Let's say. Ironside is a lad from Vikings. Is he? Well, I know Ironside as... I'll show you who Ironside is. Ironside, the detective. Sadly, though, he don't know how to use a gun. That's not how you hold a gun. Look at that. No wonder he got fucking shot. Christ. No wonder he got fucking shot. That's how he uses his gun. Come at me, criminals. I'll take you on with the handle of my gun, and pencil stuck in it. That's who I'll be taking the piss out of. You never seen Ironside? Actually, I used to watch Ironside as a kid. I actually think it was actually quite a good show. Because I'm sort of, I'm saying I'm taking the piss. I actually quite enjoyed Ironside, and I like the one where that actually showed him getting shot. I don't mean it like that. Did it himself. That's why he never caught a sniper. Oh, God. My fucking eyes are going blurry again. Pete said, could have come and searched my house. Oh, I was sticking... I was sticking what? Sticking what, Pete? Last time I ordered a knife through the post, the police phoned me and asked me why I was... Oh, that takes the piss. Yeah, they shouldn't be allowed to do that, Pete. That takes the piss. You would definitely have to do the gun in that position. Pete, was you being serious there? I don't know what that says, though. I will stick... Oh, stockpiling knives. Yeah, do you know what, Pete? Technically, they can go fuck themselves because that is not a legit... What it is, companies have been told... It's okay, I got it now, Pete. Companies have been told that if you buy suspicious orders, they've got to tell the police. Well, they can go fuck themselves because you're not committing any crimes. You can buy as many fucking knives as you want legally. The police shouldn't be allowed to fucking pressure you because what they'll do, they'll try and pressure you into giving them up. If they ever come to your door, Pete, just don't fucking open it because they haven't got a leg to stand on. You haven't committed any crimes. Pretty sure they can't kick your fucking door in because again you haven't committed any crimes. Because that's what they do though, and then they try and pressure you into giving up legal weapons. You're allowed to buy as many knives as you want. Nice one, Danny. Yeah. What kind of air rifle is it? He was special. He was, Steve. He was special. He must throw it at people. Yes, I'll do the gun. You know what he was doing, really, don't you? He had the gun and a pencil because he was like not fingerprinting it. But yeah, you aren't obliged to answer the door. No, exactly, evil. And especially if you haven't committed a crime, you haven't actually committed any crime buying knives. Fucking tossers, isn't they? It pisses me off, that does. Because I don't mind it when they're, when they're doing their fucking job. That's not doing their job. That's just taking the fucking piss. Yeah. Maybe he uses a gun like a boomerang. Wow. At least you always get it back. Peugeot said, always begin a conversation with the police with, how can you help me today, officer? You have the right to remain silent. Yeah, exactly. Dave said, my daughter is nice enough to order certain stuff for me. It was a bit wild when younger. Yeah, well, that's it. But it shouldn't be an issue. You should be allowed to buy knives in that. It's just they have brought this thing in that if companies suspect you're buying suspicious, what the fuck's a suspicious order? Plastic bags, a spade, a machete, a saw, and some lime. Might be fucking, might be digging holes to plant some fucking, I don't know, plant some roses and need the lime for someone else. What is a suspicious order? Buying a load of knives is just what people who buy knives do, isn't it? People who buy knives, they buy crossbows, they buy knives, they buy weapons because that's what they collect. It just pisses me off that you're always treated like a fucking criminal. And people who watch these videos are like that. Not you lot, but people who they come on and they, oh, why are you collecting them weapons? Because they assume you're collecting it to hurt someone. And as I said earlier to that person who asked earlier, I am actually no different from someone who collects stamps or dolls or cars. I'm not collecting this shit to fucking stockpile it and hurt people. It's just what I like. You know what I mean? It's just what I like. I'm not stockpiling it to fucking go on a fucking rampage or any bullshit like that. It's just because I like the look of these things and I'm allowed to. You know what I mean? And it's not fair. It takes the fucking piss. Basically, I did tell them to fuck off, and that every house has a kitchen full of knives, and they still hand delivered me a warning there. That takes the piss. That takes the piss. A warning of what? A warning of what? What's the warning for? And I don't mean that to you, Pete. I mean that to them. What the fuck are they warning you for? There's a suspicious order, cucumber, lube, and condoms. Exactly. Danny said I have that problem. Yeah. Yeah. Well, technically, if the police wanted to get fucking... If they went by records of stuff, I probably wouldn't. Well, no, saying that, though, most of my criminal record was before I was an adult. All of it was, actually. So maybe I'm not on any records anymore. I am, though. Blame the movies and computer games in my case. Exactly, Peugeot. That's all it is, though, isn't it? You're not doing it because you want to kill people. Too many knives in the kitchen. Pete said, if I can find the letter, I'll send you a picture. Yes, please. Yeah, do that, Pete. I'd like to see that. Steve said, you can get a big knife in Sainsbury's for food. Exactly. Even now, suspicious items, tape and a spade. Well, there you go. Yeah, balaclava, tape, spade, hacksaw, some overalls, plastic sheets. But, what is a suspicious... What they don't get is... Most people who collect weapons will buy, so they'll get paid and they've got an extra bit of cash. They don't buy one knife. They'll buy a knife, a crossbow, an air pistol, or something like that. That is not a fucking criminal thing to do, and it's not fair to treat people like that. It really pisses me off, that does. That anyone should have to have an issue with what they collect, because no other fucking collector does. I can't think of anything else that people collect when they'd, apart from shit like Liam collecting radioactive stuff. He had the police come around his house because he was collecting radioactive stuff. Josh said, do you get rid of criminal records after a certain amount? Supposedly they do, Josh, but I've heard that they don't. They're supposed to. And as Dave said, depends on the offence. Yeah. But anyway, that you can tell that shit irritates me because I don't think it's fair. Because that would be like, it's not fair to assume someone's committing a crime. That would be like stopping cars because they look fast and saying, right, here's a warning because we suspect you're going to speed. Well, that's not acceptable. Or you know, that's fuck off. You know, that shouldn't be a thing. But then I suppose it's not much different than the stop and search stuff, because the stop and search stuff goes purely on, we want to stop you. You know, there's no fucking, you know, just because you're a certain colour or you're wearing certain clothes, yeah, you may actually look like the people who have committed a crime. And I don't mean that in any, I mean that a lot of people wear the same clothes nowadays. So a lot of people look the same, because you look at teenagers now, nearly all of them dress the same. So they look like each other. And therefore, if there's a criminal who's just worn a black hood and fucking in all black clothes, you're more likely to get stopped. There's no basis to that, really. When I used to drink a lot and get in a lot of trouble, I used to get stopped every single time I went out. So I know exactly what it's like to be stopped and searched daily. Yeah. Topics like this and banning hobbies pisses me off. Well, exactly. We can move on if you want, Pete, because it is supposed to be a nice evening. It's irritating me. Fucking pisses me off. Dave said they will always be recorded, but you only have to tell employers and such certain things depending on time period. Even that's how the legal system works these days, unfortunately. No such thing as innocent until proven guilty anymore. No, it's true. That is true. Yes. Anyway, I had the opportunity to talk to Chi with a C last night, and I didn't. I think it was last night. Just before I went to bed, I went on. So Chi with a C is the person who makes things you should have done. She was live streaming on YouTube last night with about 4 people watching. I think she was live streaming to like 4 different places, like Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So some of them weren't getting a lot of views. I wish I'd messaged her now and said hello, because she probably would have read it. Yeah. Oh, it's awesome, Nick. I fucking love her. She's brilliant. I would say that she is probably an influence on the weird shit I do now, because my influence has always been like Tim and Eric and that, but she does the proper fucking absurdist cringe comedy as well, and I fucking love it. Yeah. I wish I'd said hello now, Nick, because she might have read it out. The only problem is, again, with my username though, people often get instantly put off. Well, her YouTube name is Chi with a C, so that's CHI with a C. Her name is, I can never pronounce it properly. Someone write it down. But yeah, if you look up, so Persia, go on to BBC iPlayer and watch Things You Should Have Done. Things You Should Have Done on BBC iPlayer. Watch series 1 and 2. It's fucking great. She's amazing. She's only like 21 or something, not very old. I can't remember how old she is. Nick said, awesome to see someone like her getting the opportunity she has as well, rather than the usual nepotism shot. Exactly, Nick. Exactly. It's wonderful, isn't it? It's wonderful. Yeah, because she has now got her own 2-series show on BBC that started off as clips on YouTube. She's fucking great, isn't she? Yeah, really, she's all awesome. I think you'd like her comedy, Persia. I had a proper, me and Metallic watched series 2 of Things You Should Have Done the other day, and had a proper wonderful laugh at that. I might watch series 1 soon again. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely watching her, Nick, get an opportunity like that. Mustache the Glasses says, if you're a fan of Tim and Eric, what are your feelings on Sam Hyde? I only know a tiny little bit about Sam Hyde. I know that didn't he do that boxing match or something? And I've seen a couple of bits of his comedy stuff. Other than that, I don't really know a lot about him, but I have seen a couple of his comedy clips, and they did look funny to me. But I don't know anything other than that, really. I know who Sam Hyde is, and I've seen a couple of clips. Nick said watched AI the other day as well. Don't know why. AI as in the make you fucking bawl your eyes out film. That one. Is that what that's called? Mustache Glasses said he did create a clash, I think. He also shot comedy of firearms. I've seen bits of Sam Hyde stuff, but not enough to really know who he is and what he does. But I've seen the clip of, I don't know if it's even one of his clips, I know he's in it, of they're sat round in that front room and that bloke trips Sam Hyde's girlfriend over into the table and then like gaslights them into it's her who did it or something. Yeah. But I like sort of absurdist shock comedy, cringe comedy. You've only got to look at like that advert I played. That's that sort of cringe parody comedy, and look at the Spirophiles. That's fucking absurdist cringe comedy. You're off, Steve. Good night, mate. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. There's 30 people watching. Pete said the Candy Man. Yeah, I don't know. Nick said, yeah, only the third time I've ever watched it, I think. I don't know why. It just felt like a refresher. Oh, what things you should have done? That's fucking great. Honestly, I haven't seen a good bit of comedy like that that's proper funny. But I love her. She's so fucking weird. I love how weird she is, and that's what I like. I like weird comedy. That a lot of AI, you mean? Yeah, yeah. Pergio, right on Discord. Can you tell me what that show is? And I'll fucking link it to you. I think you'd like it. It's fucking, yeah. She's so bizarre and great, and she don't care what she sort of acts and looks like. So yeah, and it can be occasionally as so I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, proper good fun. Funny as fuck. Yeah, things you should have done. But yeah, that started from being a YouTube channel. And now she's got a proper show. And she writes it herself. Writer and creator. I'll look into more Sam Hyde stuff. I don't really know a lot about him, though, as I say. No, it's not another email. Not an email, fucking text. Anyone watching Netflix One Piece? No, I've not heard of that. What is that then, Evil? I haven't watched anything of the second series yet myself. Enjoyed the first though. Yeah, it's just as good. This isn't well. No, I won't tell you nothing about it. But yeah, it's just as good. Yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Right, I've got a really dry throat suddenly. Nick, have you seen my advert for the Cool Kid knife or not? If you haven't seen my Cool Kid knife advert, I'll put it on in a minute. Oh, and also, Nick, you're a member of the channel, aren't you? There'll be a giveaway soon for some, I mean a free giveaway for the members. Oh, you have? Nice one, Nick. Evil said it's a live-action version of one of the longest-running animes. Oh, I thought I recognised the name of that. I did think I recognised the name. But I haven't watched the second season yet, Evil. I might get to it tonight or tomorrow. In a minute, Evil. Oh, God. I might try and record a video tomorrow just so there's a daytime one. Sunday will be the vertical version of the Cool Kid advert because that'll get more views than the other one. And then it's slightly different advert. I've changed it slightly, but yeah. What else have we been watching? So I watched Keeper, which is the new Osgood Perkins film. I enjoyed that, but it's a bit weird. I thought Metallic probably wouldn't like it personally. You know what kind of woman she is. We watched any other films, Metallic? Me and you must have watched a film since we watched that terrible film that's got like 6 sequels that I fucking hate. Don't even mention it. I'll tell you what you could do though, if you want, one of you lot, tell me how many likes there are. You may have to refresh the screen though to see it. Yeah, I might do a video tomorrow, just so there's one in the day. I haven't seen much of you this week. I think we mainly watched things you should have done. Yeah, no, I think there's been a couple of days we've spoke like in the morning and the afternoon and the night, haven't we? But we haven't had a proper sit down and watch stuff. Oh, fucking hell, sorry. The new Liam Neeson new film, Cold Storage, is funny. Okay, nice. I don't think I've ever seen Liam Neeson in a comedy, you know. But I've been watching Rick and Morty for background noise. I do that with I Think You Should Leave, which is on Netflix with Tim Robbins. I do that with that, and sometimes I also watch it. Tim and Eric Awesome Show, I'll have that as background noise. Have started to watch the Phantasm movies, though, as they've been added from. Okay, I've been meaning to do that, Persia. How many have you seen? Because I always thought, personally, the first Phantasm film was a bit shit. And it looked like they ended it there. Like they had no intention of doing more, and then it must have got more popular than they thought. Are the other ones better? Because I've heard that the rest are better than the first one. Because as I said, I thought the first one, if the rest of the other ones aren't as good as the first one, I don't know what it was. I didn't think the first Phantasm was very good though. But that said, I want to watch Send Help. Yes. Let's have a look, see if we can get that anywhere. Hang on. Sorry, is that still in the cinema? Send Help, where to watch. I think you'd have to leave unless I quickly come around, like, you know, for a week and not a week. Come around in a week for the weekend. Tactical, how you doing, mate? Fucking hell, sorry. Right, this is going off now. If anyone texts it from now, I'll get them the next time I turn it on. President, I watched the first with the band and she hated it because it was drawn out. The second movie has one of the best movie weapons, a 4-barreled sawn-off shotgun. Yeah, I get what your man is saying there, Persia, that I found it drawn out and not, I don't know, if people recommend Phantasm on that, yeah, I wouldn't have bothered. But I do want to watch the rest. Persia Tactical, is visiting time at the old folks' home done now? I reckon so. Oh no, he lives there. What it is that he snuck out. He don't go visit him anymore. He lives there now. Although apparently we won't talk about him too much, or at all. But Tactical's not the oldest person we know on here now. It's apparently, what's their name? Femyos reckons that Slingshot Warrior's at least 55. It's cold and I got sick of lurking in the garden, Persia. He's escaped from the old folks' home, is what he actually does. He lives there, really. Fucking booze has given me a headache. It's because I've it got me ever so slightly drunk and I've sobered up. It's what it's done. It's what's the word? It's thinned my blood and that's thickened back up again. Oh god. Oh. Fraser said they just don't know he is living there as he sleeps in a different bed each night. Yes. Yes. I had someone on here earlier asking to buy my pants, but then when I said I would, they seemed scarpered. You know, I don't think these people realise I actually would. I genuinely would. If they sent me an email, let me check my emails saying that. Maybe I've got an email. But, you know, I genuinely would. Fucking money's money, innit? It gives a fuck. Drink water, rehydrate. Thank you. Evil. It may actually be why I've got a bit of a headache anyway. Percept, they aren't lacy, they just look like it. Yes, they're so old, they're sort of see-through now. Metallic can vouch for that. Prepper shop, I got a 15% off on all crossbows, but they ain't got the fucking, what the crossbows they don't send you. Here you go, get 15% off all crossbows, but we won't send you them. Such a shame, because I used to like Prepper Shop, and I don't particularly dislike them, but they can't be fucking trusted. If they ain't got the stuff, fucking tell people. Don't leave it 3 months and then go, oh, sorry, we forgot to message you. People don't like that kind of shit. I know a lot of people now who have said they wouldn't buy from Prepper Shop now. Which is a shame, because then that means you've then lost a place that you can buy stuff from. What's everyone's plans for tomorrow? I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know. What shall I do tomorrow? I do want to do some kind of video, but there's no point doing another Sobek video yet. Oh, Richard, are you into making knives? Do you want to join in my not forced in fire knife building? If you can, go and watch the video that I've put on, and then let me know and email me. Richard ordered, I can't remember if it's you who makes knives or not, Richard, maybe someone else. He said, ordered for Sobek from Peppers last week, as nowhere else had them. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they may have them in now, and you might get it straight away. But when I tried to buy my Tri-Strike, they didn't contact me for 3 months until I contacted them, and then they said, oh, we don't have them. We don't know when they're coming back in stock. Oh, thanks. Why did you let me order it then? You know. Richard said, I think I'll cancel it and buy it from there. Well, message them, because if they haven't sent it, they probably ain't got it. Cancel it. But, well, I personally need to go for beer, and my future grandchild's mother is coming for lunch. Oh, all right, have a nice time, Persia. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Are you cooking your speciality though? That me and Metallic got to experience Persia's speciality meal, didn't we? It's your special one, wasn't it? He's gonna say no now. Redhead, don't mate. No mate, I don't make nice. Must be a different Richard then. That's cool though, Rich. Gunbob said, I'll never buy from Tactical Archery again, selling stock they don't have. Promise after promise that they will be here in a few days. After 5 weeks, got a refund. Yeah, I didn't. Did they do that as well then? They shouldn't do that shit. Yeah, and they're losing a lot of customers. So yeah, Merlin Archery are definitely more reliable. And at least if they ain't got it, they say they ain't got it. Because the amount of people who come on here saying that they wouldn't buy from Prepper Shop anymore. And I'm not slagging Prepper Shop off, because I've never, apart from that thing with that crossbow, other than that, I haven't really had many issues, but a lot of people have. And I can forgive people, but, fuck, there's a lot of people who won't. But is it possibly due to the fact I can't wait for the wee baby? She can have anything she wants in the house. Nice. That's great. Nice. Is this your first grandchild, Persia? Is you becoming a granddad soon then? Or are you already a granddad? Call you old man Persia soon. Granddad Persia. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I might have a clip there that relates perfectly to that. Oh no, I'm granddad.
I've always respected you.
I've never been fond of you.
Cheers.
And when I was younger, I could have taken you any time.
I forgot I was the granddad in that fucking thing. What was you? My oldest can't keep in his plans. I was your second. Well, congratulations, though, anyway, Persia. Congratulations on number 2. Tactical said, had a shit night out. My mate was trolleyed. I spent an hour trying to get her to go home. Booked her a taxi, and this lad took over, making me look like a cunt. For fuck's sake, Tactical. Yeah, that sounds a bit shit. That's a shame. What knobhead. Gumbo said, I worked on retail management for years. If it ain't stops, tell them. It's better to lose the sale than lose a customer. Exactly, Gumbo. Exactly, mate. Yes, exactly. I know. There's so many people now saying that they wouldn't buy from them anymore. Folden Hill said, we ordered a few things from Southern Swords a few years back on pre-order. Then they came into stock, but they made us wait for around 6 weeks to dispatch our order. Never again. If you got told that in the first place, potentially, like if you was ordering it and it said you may have to wait 6 weeks, it wouldn't be so bad, would it? But they don't. Mark said, I was put off ordering from preppers after a lot of bad reviews, taking orders, and they haven't got any stock. That way. Yeah, it's a shame. Because by not wanting to buy from them, you limit where you can buy stuff now as well. So you've got to sort of fuck yourself over as well. Evil said, right, Persia, I've made you a coffee and told you to take it yourself to you. So let me know when it gets there. I'll take it self to him, yes. Yes. Well, it's got to get up to Scotland. So, yes, and Evil wants a cutback. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, Saturday. I like to try and make my weekends feel like not a weekday, but I don't know what I can do. Watch films, play computer games, not go on the computer all day long. I don't go out. This as long as I'm not staring at the computer all day. At least I don't. So Saturday, at least I don't have to cook everyone's dinner unless I want to. And also, what's the other thing? Cook dinner, clean up the kitchen. Although what happens is I just clean up Monday and there's 2 days worth. What's the other thing I don't do on the weekend? Cook dinner. I don't know. Masturbate. That's that. You know. At least once a day. So what's wrong? What's the matter with you? At least once a day. Carl said, "Do you shoot slingshots?" No, I'm shit at. I am shit with slingshots. Never. I would shoot a slingshot, but I've never shot. No, that's wrong. I would shoot a slingshot, but I don't shoot slingshots very often. Okay. No, I'm shit with them. I couldn't hit a. I can't hit something that big with a fucking slingshot. I'm shite. But that's just because I'm a lazy shot. And what I mean by that is I know that you're supposed to draw it to the same position, same length every time, and I don't. Josh said, I think Henny Haynes is great to buy from. Yeah, I like Henny Haynes. I've never had any issue with Henny Haynes. They're quick, they're reliable. Never had an issue with them. I haven't bought loads and loads and loads and loads from them, but I have bought from them, and yeah, they're pretty good. I like Henny Haynes, yeah. I like Henny Haynes. Usually got a good selection. I'll tell you what I've noticed, though. People have fallen for the trick that they think machetes are banned. Machetes are not banned. The problem is, what I mean by this, I tried to buy a machete the other day, a £7 machete. I cannot find them anywhere online in any UK online shops. None. None of them sell cheap £7 machetes anymore. Not a single fucking one. I couldn't find any in any websites. Machetes aren't banned. What? Because the new law said zombie knives and machetes. What it should say is zombie knives and zombie machetes. Machetes are not banned. I couldn't find them anywhere. Not a single website sold a standard Tramontina machete. None. I'm gutting. They're not illegal. But because that statement says zombie knives and machetes, it shouldn't. It should say zombie knives and zombie machetes. A standard machete is still perfectly legal. That fucks me off as well. Anyway, Vol said Southern Swords are supposed to deliver within 48 hours after they restocked. We phoned them 2 weeks after they came in stock and had some abusive guy but verbally attack us. It's one of the Sports Direct's cups. Oh, what he sent the even. I don't think I've ever bought from Southern Swords, Vol, so I don't know. That's a shame, isn't it? That's a shame. Pergio said, I have the Henny Haynes Boca Atlas Plus. I broke the pocket clip and sent an email asking if I could buy a replacement, and they sent me one for free. Yeah, that's good company, isn't it? That's good company. Yeah, I couldn't believe that when I tried to look for a machete the other day and I couldn't find them anywhere. I was just curious because I was going to link in my video to some machetes. Cannot find them fucking anywhere at all. And not for like £7. I think I found a couple for like fucking 30 quid. But what made me say that Henny Haynes used to have the really nice marbles machetes. They only have 2 kinds in there now. That deal said, I saw TA Outdoors review of Prepper's Shop expensive survival bag. It was full of crap, for fuck's sake. I don't know TA Outdoors, don't think, but yeah, it's a shame that they keep doing shit like that, isn't it? Gumball said, I probably took more game with a slingshot over the years than other methods. Yeah, they're really effective, aren't they? Well, it's a shame. I was going to buy the Okatana from them until they did that. I know. Puts you off, doesn't it? Puts you off. Pete said, my pocket organizer today. I have to show it on Discord. Yeah, go on, Pete. Go on. Let's have a look, mate. Persia said, put a community post up asking anyone if they can get them. Might get lucky. Yeah. Well, I was just gutted, Persia, that you couldn't. I can't find them anywhere. But I will. I'll do that. There's a couple of community posts I need to put on. The only reason I haven't done it yet is because if I put too many things on in one day, people won't see them because YouTube will only send out 3 notifications a day per channel, and that will consist of a video, a short, a live stream, or a community post. Those combined. So if I put I'll put 2 YouTube streams on tonight in a video. If I put a community tab on, it won't go to anywhere. In a couple of days, I'll do that. If you want to remind me of that on Discord, please, or if someone can remind me on Discord, put a community post on asking for machetes. Josh said I got a long bill hook off of Nielsen Tools. They might have some. So bill hooks you can still get, although the price of those has gone up as well. Paul said I'm drinking Kit Kat coffee. Evil said that, sorry, that sounds nice. But I said, what stream is Peach on? I hope you haven't blocked someone important again. Well, what made you say that? Pete is on the vertical. No, he's on the verticals. I'll tell you how you can tell. I can tell because I get a phone coming up. Pete, before you go, if you want to come onto the horizontal one, Pete, can you look at the title of this video and see if it has a phone icon next to it? Because I think, I could check this myself, I think that if you're on the vertical one, there's a phone icon on the actual title. Is there a phone icon where it says, you know, Friday night live stream at the end of it? Eva said it is nice from Nescafe, nice. But I said I'm glad because I was seeing him and comment and I couldn't. Let me just have a quick look. The only reason I'm asking about if there's a little phone icon there is because that's how you'll be able to tell what one you're on. If there's a little phone icon there is because that's how you. Yeah, there is. So if you're on the vertical one, there's a little phone at the end of the. And what the reason I'm saying that is because obviously you'll know you're on it. They've got to be vertical. However, if you're clicking on them, say on my channel, and you want to know which one you're going to before you go to it, the vertical one will have a phone on it. That's all I'm trying to say. Because when you go to my channel to go live, often they'll just have a horizontal screen. Screen fucking out thumbnail. Persio Eva said, "Is your coffee there yet?" Thank you, Peach. Gumball said, "If you need help with your knife build, reach out, bud. I've made a few. I'm no bladesmith, but I learned a bit over this. I'm all right, Gumball. Thank you. I do appreciate it. No, I'm all right. It was just because I'm doing if you want to join in, Gumball, I'm doing a thing called not forged in fire, which is a no forged knife building competition. You'll win the knife I make if you want to join in. Email me if you do want to join in. My email can be found in the chat if someone puts it in there for me and on the screen. And then I'll email you the details. But no, I'm all right. It's just I was trying to help people where to get a machete from to make a knife from. I do appreciate the offer though. Person, full thanks for the mark. Hopefully it'll find its way back itself. He's going on an adventure. Yes. But Gumbob, if you want to join in. You win a knife. This is my design. It'll be a 9-inch bladed Bowie with a coffin-shaped handle, made from a slate dripper. Also, Gumbob, if you want to know the information of what to do, there's a video on my channel. Yeah, there's a video on my channel showing you how to do it. Oh, God. At least we're up north, so don't have to go far. Even said yes. While I'm here, if anyone ever wanted to support this channel, you can, because often people do want to donate, but they don't know they can. So there's a thing called Coffee. It's a website where you can donate. You can do super chats, like Dave did a super chat earlier, but I get more if you do the Coffee donations. It takes debit cards and credit cards and PayPal. And here's a little 30-second video showing you how to do it. I thought it was dancing away in the background. I didn't even notice, and then I suddenly did. Pete said, I'm always taking part. WC build challenge is always a must. Thank you, Pete. Yeah, good fun though, isn't they? But a fool, you are from the south. You are below the wall. That said, not when it comes to band names, Pete. What's that? Oh, too fast, yes. Right, what's time? I'll probably go off about at latest. I won't stay on any longer than 12:30. But yeah. Oh god, fucking knackered now. Still got a headache. I'm nice laying today. We had the council coming around today, or someone on behalf of the council coming around to look in the loft to see how much insulation there was up there, because I suppose we don't have enough. But I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. It's boarded up out. It's floorboarded. If they want to do it, they'll have to take everything out the loft, take the floorboards up, put it down, put the floorboards back down, and put the stuff back up in the loft, because I ain't fucking doing it. I didn't even have to get up today, stayed in bed. Well, fuck it, why should I? You know, why should I? That shit I do. I just said, no, why don't you not let them in and just tell them to get in there? I'm not fucking helping them. But we had the fucking gas bloke come around to check the boiler. I do more work than that tosser does. Makes me laugh. The fucker comes around here, probably gets paid fucking 50 quid a fucking hour, and I get paid fuck all, and I do more work than him when he's here. Maybe not so much now, but there was a time, I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I was doing more work than the fucking bloke was. Peter, take some paracetamol and a glass of water. Night. You're off, Pete. Good night, mate. He said, let's all go to sleep. Yeah. As I said, I slept all day, fed the dog, and ate tea. Nice. Anything north of Watford Gap is the north. Ah, fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Are you off, Peach, or not? If you are, good night. Sleep tight. Hope the bugger doesn't bite you. But as a Peach, you can be the big spoon. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know. Something relaxing. I have noticed that one battle after another is £3.50 to rent. And what's the other one? Oh, Begonia is £3.50 to rent. Both of those films I wouldn't mind watching. Yeah. Don't know. It's a pity fucking Disney didn't put more fucking film. They are terrible sometimes. Oh, I mean in the day, tactically. So I thought you had some beers in. Oh, I have tactical. I have. I got tequila and sake and a little bit of vodka. But no, I mean in the day. Evening, yes, drinking and streaming and making a fool of myself. And then chatting to people in the evening. Oh, Christ. I never realised how loud I yawn until Metallic pointed it out. I have a vocal yawn. I can't help it. Drinking. That's why I got a headache out of them, because I've been fucking sat here trying them. I had to get a little bit of vodka there because I wasn't sure if that's enough. And if I go on like a proper, like, I want more, that won't be quite enough. And it's a difficult thing to weigh up for me, is if I don't have enough and I get into the I want more, then I've been known, I won't do it again now, but I've been known to twice walk up the village absolutely fucking fucked out of my face, can barely see, and bought more booze and come back at like 8 o'clock in the morning. That's if I'm really, really, really desperate. That's why I'd rather just get more and then just, yeah, you know. Or I end up like getting my mum to buy it for me, and that causes a load of bother. Or I nick it and then I got caught, you know. So yeah, I've probably got more than I want, but what I'll do, I'll pour a little bit out and then just get Jim to hide the rest, so that I know it's there if I need it, but I can't just drink it. You know what I mean? Pleasure said, perhaps, Mike, a 4-pack of beer, as that doesn't sound like enough. I know I've got enough. I've definitely got enough now. No, what I've got is that bottle of tequila, that bottle of sake, a small bottle of vodka, and 2 cans of Coors and 2 cans of that fucking Brewdog shit. The Coors, I'm going to put a shot of vodka in if I need to. I remember the good old days of stop at 3 a.m. Yes, well, yes. Of that, luckily that doesn't need to happen now. And that used to be because I didn't used to have guests on, did I? And it would just be me just talking to people for hours and hours and hours. And I would just get fucked and then fall asleep. And then I'd ask you to tell me to stop luckily it don't need to be done now. I can taste myself now. I don't know what it is. Yeah. But I do remember the good old days of stop. Do you remember the night we were playing a bit of music and then the screen started going black? Because I was blanking it out. If it didn't give him advertisement, I wouldn't mind playing that video of you know who crying the other night about there's a video somewhere called Goodbye Heathen Mike, the weapons collector, from someone that says you are getting old, Mike. I know. Don't fucking tell me. I've seen the grey hairs in my beard and the thinning of my hair. I've missed that one. Yes. Yeah, I do miss some of this. You know, it is I miss being able to do some of these type things. Hang on. Oh, that's changed. Hang on, give me a second. I won't play the whole video. Hang on, you ever seen? No, I won't.
Guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh. Hey.
What you're about to hear, that's real shitting sounds. An absolute fucking buffoon. He was taking a shit and you could hear him. That's real diarrhea sounds. Totally real. Imagine being that fucking demented. Right, sorry. Form metallic to that off then. Stick to that. Is it on Discord? Yeah, there is a Richard linked it. Yeah, anyway. We're all getting old. Why is there smoke? Yes. I've had 12 pints before. I've never been as loud as that fucking. Exactly. Yeah. I felt like my guts was being pulled out with fucking pair of pliers once, and I didn't make sounds like that. Didn't wash his hands even. I didn't. No, so he gets back to the thing too soon. Although I have cut some of it out so he's a bit quicker. But yeah, no. If you're on about the Heathen Mike video where he was nearly crying, Richard linked that in the thing. Heathen Mike, yeah. What of it? Oh god, fucking freak show. And I'm glad he's now getting the abuse he deserves, because, there aren't many people who deserve it as much as he does. What's going on my fucking phone? Watching that was more like heaving like, yes. Heaving like, yes. Don't forget to like the stream. This is the kind of quality entertainment you do not get anywhere else. Got any other old classics here? Oh, this will be me tomorrow night. Oh, gosh. One of my best ones I ever did, though, was, where is it? Let me just find it. This one. Now, there used to be a version without the bars. This is the only one that exists now, I think.
That's beautiful.
That's what we call diarrhea.
Fucking Christ. Oh, God. Obviously, Richard did it. Obsession for Men, yes. Oh, Christ. Another classic. I don't know what's happening. Videos keep disappearing. Did you click something then? She changed it back to a different thing. Did you do stop it? I didn't see it.
Get some help.
Yes. That was you caved in pretty quick. That stream you caved in pretty quick. I did. That was a fucking good stream, that was. We need to do a themed stream, but I need to make sure, because the problem was, what happened was, the last couple of times I tried to do themed streams, no one else joined in, and then I didn't bother anymore. Because I think I tried to do a themed, I'm pretty sure I tried to do a themed Spyroverse stream, and the only person who did anything was Vitalik, and it was a bit gutting, so I hadn't bothered for ages. I could have done a Friday the 13th one tonight. But that's all right. I'll see if I can do some themed. Well, if I did a Spyro one, you could probably join in Persia now. So could the Drop Down Penny, because you've all got Desmond masks now. Yes, yeah. Metallica had a fight with Desmond. That one. But yeah, the problem was no one else joined in, because do you remember the drunk stream? We did the pub stream. We did the pub theme stream. That was good fun. We did the prison stream. That was good. And all of the videos, there was all themed. The pub one involved me being at the pub, playing clips being at the pub, and then my walk home, didn't they? And I even had a green screen at the back, pretending I was in a pub, walking home, sat outside. Yeah. Maybe I'll do it. Oh no, I tried to do a ladies' night once, Metallic. I did do a ladies' night once where only ladies can come on, and everyone had to sort of change their name. Or you just reminded me of that one. Bill, how you doing, mate? You all right? My ears are funny. Sometimes when I talk, it sounds like people are shouting in the background, but it's not. You didn't hear no shout then, did you? Alan, I said, he said, you're right, lad. Yeah, I'm all right. You're right. You're phoning live. In fact, yeah, no one dressed up as a lady except me and Fanny, I think. Alan, I'm all right, mate. Yeah, not bad. Bill, I'm all right. I'll only be on for another 5 minutes, by the way. Yeah, we'll do a ladies' night one night. I've done 2 ladies' nights then, because the original ladies' night I did was before I used to have guests on, and people just had to come on pretending to be a woman. So even if you change your name temporarily. Can you not change your name as easy as you used to now? Because I've not seen anyone do that for ages. They keep changing their name stuff. Is it not as easy now? Oh god. Maybe we'll do a theme tonight soon. Not tomorrow. But are you going to do the Sobek Redback power comparison? Yes, I will, Bill. I do. Definitely will. However, I think the next video I'll do on the Sobek won't be for a week or so. I'm going to do a comparison between the Sobek and the Steamboat Stinger, because I think they're the 2 closest to each other. And then I'll do Sobek Redback power comparison or a full-on comparison. But I tried to make mine just Persia again. It wouldn't let me. Is it not as easy now then? Yeah, I'm just curious. Because as I say, I've not seen anyone do like name changes for a while, which made me think maybe it's not as easy anymore then. Or they won't let you. Yeah. Yeah, so I shall be on. I might come on early tomorrow. Maybe I doubt it though. But since I've already got all my booze, I don't need to go up the shop. So I might come on at 9 tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, I might be on 9. Thing is, at least if I start drinking earlier, I may not be up as late because I'll be proper pissed earlier. You know what I mean? Bill said your last montage you posted was top, mate. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, there's been a fair few views on that as well, which is nice. But the problem is, though, where the algorithm thinks people only watch my crossbow videos, they're the only ones to get views now. Yeah, 647 views for tonight. That's pretty good. I've probably had more than that. Because often it says you've got that many, and there's actually more because there's a delay. I didn't dress up as a lady, but I did dance or singing. Would you do me? Well, you're tucked in. Don't turn around and show us your back, whatever you do. I do not want to see cock and balls stuffed between your legs underneath your ass cheeks. Christ. Some people might pay to see that tactical, but you know, no offense, but not me. That's why I used to do crossbow film comedy skits. Well, maybe I will. Yes, maybe. For fuck's sake. I've been showing the Cool Kid advert again tonight. God, I've got such a fucking headache. I still can't believe you know who did that. I know. Fucking hell. So yeah, it's past. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video. Donate if you want. Please do it. Massively fucking helps out. And I shall be on at about 9 o'clock tomorrow having a drink, okay? So come and join in, have a laugh. Yeah, fuck it, I'll try 9 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, Steve, my queen. Do you like Persia? He said that for those who live alone, close all your windows, lock all your doors. Nighty night, Nick, Tactical, Metallic, Bill, Persia, Alan, Fool and Evil if you're still on. Good night, sleep tight, and I'll see you tomorrow. It was when my cup just got back and we're out tonight. Tomorrow night. Alright. Good night, everyone. I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Nighty nights.